Hallelujah! Holy shit! Where's the Tylenol?
Welcome in, Trippy fam, to another stream. Welcome in, gang. Welcome in. First things first, I hope you guys have all been well, and yeah, it's been a while. So I don't know if my stream quality is poor. YouTube's telling me that it's not receiving a whole lot of stuff, so viewers will experience buffering. Awesome. Fantastic. It's always a great way to start coming back to streaming when YouTube's telling your stream status is poor. So there's nothing I can do about it, YouTube. I'm sorry. But yo, welcome in Vaporeon. Welcome in Cotton Cherry Opal. I like that name, by the way. Welcome in Nerd Gaming. Vitaly, welcome in, my dude. Welcome in. I honestly don't know if I'm too loud or if there's no music. I don't think there's any music, to be honest. So I might have to go get some music here in a second. But yo, Vitaly, good to have you, homie. Nerd, good to have you, Jack. Good to have you, brother. Daryl. Hey, man. We're back. Yeah, we're here. That's kind of the thing that we got going on. I have a lot of life updates, a lot of things that have happened. Yeah, so I would really love it if... Are you guys having viewing issues? Are you guys having buffering issues? Because from what I can tell, YouTube's not doing too hot on my end. But actually, it seems like it's doing terrible on my end. Error. Yep. Everything seems fine to you? Oh, okay. Cool. That's a good sign. So yeah, there's a couple things I wanted to talk about today. Sort of what I've been up to, where I've been, things that we've had to deal with and overcome. And obviously kind of the elephant in the room being that I have not streamed in over a month and a week. So Yeah, it's been a while, unfortunately. I did not want to take that long of a break, but sometimes life smacks you in the face, and then, you just kind of got to adjust and take each day, day by day, you know what I mean? 2020 been crazy? Yeah, nerd. 2022 was not my best year. It definitely not my best year. I can definitely say that. YouTube just told me, don't forget you're a moderator for this channel. Demon, good to see you, brother. Welcome in, Pit. Good to see you, fam. Bootaka. That was one long poop, yo. It is great to see you guys. Like, honestly, it is amazing to see you guys. And if you guys want to hang out later, I am going to be in the Discord, playing some games, hanging out for a couple hours this evening. I'm trying to ease myself back into online, I guess you could say, the online universe. It's been pretty brutal a couple weeks for me, and I just really needed to step away. At the end of the day, I've always stood by the ideology that you should not put yourself in front of others to be entertaining when you yourself are not doing well. And truthfully, I had not been doing well. My mental health had been at an all-time low. Personal life struggles financially, just hitting really hard. It's just one of those things where a lot of things happened at once, and unfortunately it kind of pulled the rug from out underneath me, and I really could not focus on streaming. I really just kind of wanted to, I guess, focus on myself, and that's what I've been doing, and I feel as though I'm definitely feeling a lot better. That's for sure. I'm feeling a lot better. I've also been uploading content on a different YouTube channel, and it's been doing exceedingly well. It's been doing, compared to this channel, astronomically well. And it's unfortunate because I put my heart and soul and time and effort into this channel, and I love the TrippyTrainer channel. I love the community that we were able to develop. However, I do feel as though I've let so many people down so many times that after a while, you stop believing in yourself. You stop being able to provide the entertainment or the quality that you want to provide, because at the end of the day, you can't fake being happy. And I simply was just not very happy, and I was very, very disappointed in myself. I'm a very, very large critic of myself, and it got to the point where I realized, people that are rooting for me is not the same thing as people supporting you. And at the end of the day, there was just too many instances where I felt like I was getting stepped on, and I have too much self-respect to be putting myself in a situation where I'm clearly not wanted or needed. So I decided to go ahead and just take some space to myself and really just kind of like I said, take a step back. I really needed to take a step back to gain some clarity on my situation, my life, and everything. And it's been very difficult to transition. But with that said, there's a flip side to everything. I'm going to go ahead and catch up on the chat here in just a moment. I just kind of wanted to get that initial stuff out of the way as sort of the opening update of saying, hey, first things first, to the Trippy fam, I am so sorry. I know I let you guys down, and I hate that. It eats at me, and I absolutely hate that, because I love what we created here. I love that we had an amazing community that we could come and hang out, spend some time together, and not worry about the real world stresses in life. But with that being said, eventually it caught up to me, and real world responsibilities overtook everything, and it got to the point where financially I'm not doing well enough to be able to put my time and effort into YouTube. So with that being said, I actually did get a job. This is actually their merch. I did get a job. I am a brand representative for a company. I'm going to be doing social media work and that kind of stuff. But for the most part, I'm really excited about the new opportunity. It's not great paying, but at the same time, it was really difficult to find work out here that I liked. Most of the work out here is not enjoyable. And I don't have the connections that I once had, living in North Carolina. I really had to figure it out here in Colorado. And In case you guys didn't know, I did move from North Carolina to Colorado, and it was a big jump. It was if you guys have been around the channel for the past 10 months, you guys know I've been through the ringer. I basically got bullied out of a really nice job. I tried to do content again full time. I put tons and tons of hours and effort into video content that ultimately ended up flopping, and it came out as a waste of time, essentially, which I hate to say that it was a waste of time, but when you spend an entire month prepping content and then all of the content does terribly, it kind of eats at you as a content creator, for sure. And I kind of realized that, okay, well, it's not going well, but at least I have an opportunity to keep working at it and keep trying. And then that's when, unfortunately, the cops got called on me for not mowing the lawn, and basically I got kicked out of my living situation because of something that was completely out of my control. And so from there, we ended up having to be completely roaming remote. I wasn't able to stream for a while or make content for a while at all because I didn't have a home base. My computers and everything was all packed up and I couldn't do anything. So that really messed with me as well mentally, because at that point I was putting so much time and effort to getting, content out so that we could make the channel sustainable for the future. And then I do all that, not able to make content again. I'm on the road, and then we decide, okay, well, let's make a big move. We decide to move to Colorado from there. Colorado's been amazing. I absolutely love it here. I do not regret the decision at all. And for me, it's been very helpful just kind of getting out of my comfort zone and figuring out who I am as a person. But overall, as you can imagine, with all the prior stresses that had occurred and then coming to this situation, and I did have to spend all of my savings and all of my financial capabilities to make it happen. And, we come out here and it gets, difficult. I'm doing hard laboring jobs, and they're not paying very well. And so my mental health is in further decline. And at that point, and I look back, I've only streamed 10 times since September. And that's awful, because I love streaming and I love being around you guys and I love being around this community. And it's when I realized that, man, I actually cried, because I recognized in that moment I had failed. And if you guys know me, I have failed a lot in my life. But I'm still trying my hardest to make it work. And while at times it has been extremely difficult, I still want to make this work. I still absolutely love streaming, and the relationships that I have developed, they've been lifelong. And so it is difficult. Sorry, kind of just thinking about it. But yeah. So I think I'm at this point now where I recognize that despite how much time and effort I put into the channel, I am not going to make it sustainable to make it a career. I'm not going to be able to make my dream come true. And that's a tough pill to swallow. So, in turn, I have been putting my free time into another YouTube channel. With that being said, I'm not going to be sharing it, but I am still on YouTube because I do love YouTube. I do love making content. I just recognize that Pokemon content, it's a 1 in a million shot to make it, man. It really is. Unless you have the people that are supporting you, that are directly there, already have connections established, a following established. If those people aren't supportive of you, typically you're not going to break that threshold. And that's just a fact. I've been around long enough to see it firsthand multiple times. And I recognize after a while that while I do love a lot of those people, rooting for and being supportive are two very different things. You can support somebody and show them that you're there for them, and actually show them and go put forth the effort. Or you can be rooting for them from the sidelines and not be supportive, essentially. It's doing your own thing while saying, hey, I hope you make it. So for me, I recognized when the people that I legitimately treated as human, I didn't get that same respect back, I felt. So I felt as though at this point, there was no need for me to try to establish and maintain like these certain relationships, because I understood it got to a point where I'm struggling. You see that I'm struggling. I've said that I'm struggling. And I mean, if you're not going to be supportive of me, I don't need you rooting for me. Simple as that. But at the end of the day, I've recognized a lot of people that are super supportive of me and that are still here to this day. And even in this chat right now, I'm so dang appreciative of those people. And you know who you are. I'm so dang appreciative. I think the toll, it finally got to me. The toll had been, I got to that point where I recognized, okay, I don't provide enough for them, so they're not going to even care about me at all. And that was a tough pill to swallow, but I also recognized, okay, well, now that I've accepted it, I can move forward. And I think I'm at this point now where I have moved forward. And while I hate the circumstances of how it's gone down, I'm okay with the fact that, I'm not going to make it as a Pokemon content creator. I'm okay with that. It is such a tough competition to break through in the Pokemon community. It is absurd. To give you perspective, I have gained more subscribers in the past month on my new channel than I have on the Trippy channel in almost an entire year. And for me at this point, like, truly the reason I want to keep streaming on this channel is because I love my community. The community that we've developed here has been amazing. And I know there's going to be a lot of people that probably watch this back and probably see it. And I'm super appreciative of every single person that, if you made it to this point, thank you. I love you. I appreciate the heckin' bejesus out of you. You know what I mean? Like, I am so dang appreciative. But I also recognize that for me to achieve my dream, I'm going to have to go into a different niche. I'm going to have to go into a different genre. And that's what I did. And I am now experiencing success. I'm getting support from large creators in this new niche where, like, I've been in the Pokemon community for so long, and like, it's like if a big content creator works with you, it's like you're a cancer to them. Like the way you get treated is absurd. And I've gotten to that point now where I'm kind of thankful that I've gone through all this, because it's opened my eyes to what really matters. And I think really what I've come to realize is that you guys are what matter to me. And I don't care about impressing other content creators, or like, I really don't even watch content really. Like, I prefer to make it. I prefer to like have my own envisioning, artistic approach to videos. I don't really watch content that much anymore. I really don't, I don't know. That's just something that's changed in me recently. But for the most part, you guys, I want you to say this, like, I am so appreciative of every single one of you. Thank you for all of the support. You guys have been absolutely amazing to me. Like, since COVID, when I tried to do this full time when COVID hit, to this point now, we're in 2023. It's been a roller coaster, man. Like, we've been through a lot together. And I'm just so dang appreciative. And I want you guys to know that while I do have to give up the dream that I had for so long, I want you guys to know that I am thankful for the opportunity. Yeah. Sorry. So you only get emotional if you care. I care. Okay. All right. I apologize. I had to obviously kind of go on for a moment and talk about kind of just situation and at the moment, the current standing of things and kind of where we're at. I'm going to go ahead and catch up on the chat right now, say hello to everybody. But, you know, it's just, it's weird because obviously I haven't streamed in over a month. You know, it's a weird feeling because I love this feeling of streaming. But I also, you know, it's a tough pill to swallow, everything I just said. But, all right, with that being said, catching up on the chat right now. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom up. I think I stopped reading the popcorn comment. Okay, yeah. Pitt, I hope you got your popcorn. Boot, yeah, I was pooping for a while. Oat, good to see you, Oat. There's an elephant, that must be Piggy. Yeah, Miss Piggy's in the other room, but we do have Aqua in the office with us right now. Let's see. Furret, good to see you, Furret. Let's see. Been missing you, and I get to say also, I agree with you, Trippy. Thank you. I appreciate you, Goldar. Mental health comes before streams. I like to think that I did the right thing by not putting myself in front of a camera when I knew I was not doing well mentally. You know, you don't want to succumb yourself to your own demons and an overt limelight, if you will. And for me, while I'm by no means a big name, I do think you guys deserve the best kind of content that comes from me, and that's the real, honest, straightforward, transparent truths that I know to be. And at the end of the day, just being able to provide a safe space for you guys to hang out and, you know, peace, love, positivity, baby. At the end of the day, that's what we've always stood for. And, you know, I'm still very proud that, you know, we will always hold that mantra here, because I don't know what my streaming future looks like, truth be told. I really don't. But at the end of the day, you know, I love it. I do love streaming. My new job, I don't know how much I'll be able to stream. Yeah, it's tricky. It's very tricky. You get the idea. But I'm catching up on chat. What's the name of the channel? I'm not going to be sharing the channel name because it's in a niche that I don't think that many Pokemon fans would be interested in. And truth be told, I think I learned this. I'm looking back at it now, and a mistake that I made as a networking kind of thing in a Pokemon community when I started out was, you know, posting, you know, sub count goals or something like that. Like, oh man, we're 7 subs from 1,000. You know, let's that kind of thinking. That actually does more damage to your channel than helps if you know how YouTube works. Essentially, every single time somebody is subscribed, your content will get put in front of them. Now, in what manner it gets put in front of them, that's another sense. However, if you don't click on that video that you see from me, they're probably not going to show it to you again. And that's what happened here on the TrippyTrainer channel. You know, I was posting content, but my impressions were in the freaking dirt. You know, I have 5,000 subscribers. Why am I only getting 2,000 impressions on a new video over a freaking week? You know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't make sense. Whereas my new channel, I'll post a video and I'll get 2,000 impressions in the first freaking 5 hours. You know, there's levels to it. I'm going to actually, well, here, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and put something in perspective. Put something in perspective for you guys. We're going to do a little comparison real quick, just so you guys have an idea. So, I'm just going to go ahead and go to my last video that I posted on the TrippyTrainer channel. Just going to go to the last one. Click on that. Go to the analytics. I haven't looked at these analytics in a while. So this video has been out for almost 2 months. Basically 60 days. Look at this. 2,600 impressions. That means they showed my video 2,600 times. I have over 5,000 subscribers. That don't make no sense. So, let me go ahead and show you my new videos impressions. This is a video I posted almost 2 weeks ago. I'm gonna have to take a screenshot of it so that way you guys don't see the username. Okay, so you guys just saw that. It's been out for 60 days, 2,600. A video I posted less than 2 weeks ago on the new channel. They've shown my video to potentially be clicked on. Come on. 270,000 times. As somebody who loves to make content and to stream, you guys can imagine how frustrating that is to somebody who, for one, the camera won't adjust. For somebody who has put their blood, sweat, and tears into a channel on YouTube, just for them to basically be like, yeah, we see you're posting relative content to your channel. However, we're not going to show anybody, so don't worry about it. So you guys got to understand that when you are busting your butt in the Pokemon community and you are putting the time and effort to make decent videos, most likely it's not going to go anywhere because it is so competitive in the Pokemon field. It is so competitive, stupid competitive. And the only ways you break through are, one, being extremely original, like extremely original, whether that's ripping an idea from a different genre and then applying it to Pokemon, I mean, which has happened countless times. Then we fights, cough, cough. I mean, it basically, you can take a different genre's ideas and apply it to your own genre, aka Pokemon, and make it have its own fun twist. But really, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to break through that competitive field of Pokemon creators simply because there's just so much content. There's so much competition that it's difficult to break through that glass ceiling. It really is. Unless you have people that are established, be supportive. Not rooting for, but be supportive. And trust me when I say, they will root for you, but they will not be supportive unless they get something out of it. And truthfully, I've gone through this experience countless times. I've been in the Pokemon community for a long time now. 4 years almost. 4 years. Streaming full time for, 2020, it's 2023 now. So I've been in the Pokemon community for a very long time. I've seen how things adjust. With that said, this new niche I'm in, it gives me the ability to chase my dreams. So with that being said, if you like sports, and you promise to always watch my content whenever you see it, yeah, shoot me a DM. I will give you some hints and you can find my channel. If you don't have any interest in sports, I highly recommend not caring because, like I said, sub goals can hurt you. Let's say, for example, I'm 7 subscribers away from 1,000. I posted on Twitter, I'm like, hey guys, lob me 7 subscribers so that way I can hit my goal. Well, actually, all you did was hurt your channel because at the end of the day, those subscribers most likely are not going to watch your content. However, YouTube is still going to show them your content, but they're going to scroll right past it, which means YouTube's not going to show it to anybody else, which is exactly what you guys saw with my Pokemon video. 2,600 impressions. I have over 5,000 subscribers. Like, come on. Like, this is absurd. It gets to a point where you're just like, okay, I am fighting an uphill battle and there's no way for me to win. And I can't keep going through this by myself. In regards to creating content, I can't, it is too difficult to do. It is straight up too difficult to do. That's why you see the people that do break through the glass ceilings, extremely original ideas that are not replicated yet. And then when other people see those ideas working, the large creators will then come in and also start doing that idea. And then other new people will start replicating that idea as well. And it'll also work for them for a small level of people. You know, it's unfortunate, but that is exactly how it works. And I've seen it countless times, you guys. Countless times. But with that being said, I'm not complaining. Let me be clear. I like to be transparent with my experiences. That is just how things go. Now, with that being said, you guys, I'm going to go catch up on the comments right now. Go ahead, let me know in the chat. Would you guys like to play a game today on stream? I am totally down. We can play some Pokemon. Because, and don't get me twisted, I don't dislike Pokemon. That's not the case. I think Scarlet and Violet were awesome. I haven't played the games in like a month because of life kind of just kicking my ass, but that's besides the point. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, you guys, if you guys want to see me play a game today, please holler at me in the chat. I will be happy to do some stuff. You know, honestly, for me, I truly am just very thankful to be able to have the opportunity to be here in front of you guys today. And I understand that while a lot of people probably are going to miss this stream and, you know, probably catch up on it, I just want you guys to know how appreciative I am of this experience that I've had on YouTube, everything I've learned from it, and to let you guys know that I am still doing YouTube. I won't be making any more Pokemon videos. I won't be doing that. If somebody wants to do a collab with me and they want to reach out and they say, hey man, I would love to have you on my channel, of course, most definitely. Like, I am all about that. Like, I would love to do that. Actually, you know, I don't know if Hyper's here. I haven't caught up on the chat, but I'm going to have to talk to him about our collab, see if he wants to just take over. But, you know, at the end of the day, you guys, for one, thank you. For two, I get I screwed up, but I am trying my hardest to, if anything, let you guys kind of know where we're at, what to expect, which, by the way, there is a game night tonight over in Discord, so if you guys want to go over and hang out with me later in Discord, I will be in VC hanging out. There's literally, hold on. This is gross. I don't know if you can see my finger, but that's dust. That was all from my Stream Deck. That was all from my Stream Deck, dude. Alright. So, with that being said, you guys catching up on the chat right now. I appreciate your kind words, Goldar. Thank you, homie. Troll, Sam, it's good to see you, brother. I hope you've been well, my man. Bri, I love you. I hope you've been doing amazing. I appreciate that, Goldar. Things get heavy sometimes. You let down or learn to lift some weights. And that's a good. That's actually, I like that analogy, Troll. Cooper, good to see you, Cooper. I appreciate that, Goldar. Heck yeah. Much love, PC. Yo, shout out to my boy PC. Thank you, Pitt. I appreciate that. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Fair point, Troll. Fair point. Rohan, good to see you, Rohan. Thank you, Troll. Sav, holy crap, Sav, it's good to see you, Sav. Oh my gosh, that's crazy, dude. Honestly, like, just seeing old faces. Makes you appreciate this a lot. Better be sent the channel of everything not Pokemon. Oh, Troll. You are a troll. That's why I love you. Oh my gosh. Holy crap, Sab. It is good to see you though. That's crazy. When I see an old face especially, oh man, it makes my emotions go crazy. Oh man. Vitaly, you're gonna make me cry, dude. I was really trying to get through the stream without crying, you guys. Come on now. I was really trying to get through this without shedding a tear. Vitaly had to go and say some really sweet stuff. God. Oh, jeez. All right, I'm trying, you guys. Hold on. Here, just Pikachu will take my spot for a moment here. This will be my face for a little bit. Did that work, you guys? Impromptu? It's the next best thing since the dream face reveal. No. Alright, hold on. Catching up on the chat again. Whew. Never head up. Alright. Algorithm actually insane the amount of hurdles you need to jump just to get subs to actually show your videos. Facts. Feel like I'm stuck in the same side of YouTube. I can't find anything new. Oh, Sav. I know you're down the rabbit hole because YouTube showed me. Oh, that's great. Oh, yeah. Troll's a great example. The trash lock. Troll was the first person I ever saw do that. And then another creator got the credit for it. I remember that. That might have been PC Pokemon Challenges that ripped him, if I remember correctly. Because if I remember correctly, he took Sam's idea and then applied the rules into a ROM where basically legitimately it removed all of the Pokemon that weren't like trash or something like that. And so yeah, I remember that. That was silly. But probably not the first time that's happened, you know what I mean? Depending on what kind of sports. Fair point. Terry Berry. That's got to be Vaporeon, right? Terry Berry's got to be a pun off of Aqua, right? Aqua, come here. Come here, sweetheart. Oh. Can I have a kiss again? That was sweet. You gave me a kiss, but it was really fast. I want another kiss. Give me another kiss. Okay, thanks. She's so baby. Sports can be hit or miss. Well, considering my channel's it's not doing bad, I think it's hitting. So I'm happy with where I'm at with it. Excuse me. Fair point, Sav. Okay. It's not a re-upload if the original's not on the internet. Trust me. Thank you, Terry. I love pretty much any sports if it's not American football. Alright, then you're not going to like my channel. But I'm going to try to expand into other sports as well at some point. We'll see. Alright, catch him on the chat. Sorry, you guys. Taking me a minute. Terry Berry, I appreciate that, homie. Thank you. Been reading manga, watching anime. Haven't really been on YouTube streams. Daryl, you're good, homie. I haven't been streaming, so you haven't missed me. But yeah, shout out to everybody that is here. I mean, god dang, you guys. I've missed y'all. I really have missed you guys so freaking much. And it sucks because like I honestly just kind of want to make this channel just a straight up just a channel that's me. You know what I mean? Like I you know what I mean? Like I don't know. It could be fully variety, and this is just where I stream from. But we'll see. I don't know. I would love to, open to suggestions, of course. But at the end of the day, we have to always be adjusting and being able to kind of make the right choices in that regard, if you know what I mean. I never rejoined when I got my new Discord account. I've become so anti-Pokemon. That's fair, Sam. Much love, Vitaly. I wish I could give you a hug. Thank you, Sav. I appreciate the support, y'all. Like, honestly, like, whenever I do see a username that I recognize that's been on the channel for a long time, man, like, my heart, like, it's like, it makes me want to bawl like a baby because it means that even after all of that time, you still saw my thumbnail and you still clicked on it just to see how it was, if anything. And that means the freaking world to me. I'm also going to go ahead and provide some other updates here in a moment that we have. Vaporeon. It was PC. It was PC, yeah. I had a feeling it was. I'm stuck in Pokemon in 2013. Tubes that fell off. Hate to see it. Yeah, I mean, you literally can't do Let's Plays in Pokemon anymore. In 2016, a lot of these big guys now that, have hundreds of thousands of subscribers, they got big because they got a chance to get in on Pokemon Let's Plays when they were a thing that could actually help you grow your channel. Like, you cannot, you do a Let's Play now for Pokemon, you're losing subscribers, most likely. Like, 9 times out of 10 at least. Unless you get that rare mixture where your algorithm popped off and you got sent to the right people at that right moment and it just kind of snowballs from there. Otherwise, good luck. But yeah, no, you can't get big off of Let's Plays anymore. It's not 2015, unfortunately. But I envy the Pokemon creators that did get big off of it and then correctly adjusted their content with the times. I'm hella jealous, let me tell you what. But props to them for being able to do it, because not everybody could. What happened with your Streamloots partnership? That's a great question, Pitt. That is a great question, actually. This ain't me, fam. Vaporeon, who is it? Wow, do you remember that? Steel Trap, baby, Steel Trap. Aqua's a cutie, right? I just got here, Vaporeon, we missed you. Aqua's eyes are really beautiful. Yeah, that's why we named her Aqua, because of the eyes. Oh shit, sorry man. You good, Vitaly. Yo, E-Rob! See, that's a prime example right there. You see somebody, you're just like... E-Rob was like one of my first 100 subscribers. Eric, thank you for just always being supportive when you can be, man. Like, that dude, like, I just love that stuff, man. Like, I truly feel like I've developed connections with you guys. And I love that because I am very much a people person, but when I'm not doing well mentally, I'm not gonna lie, I subjugate myself to loneliness. That is how I cope with bad times. I cut people off. I go into no man's land. I have such a loud voice in my head. It's very, very loud that when you're not feeling good, if you are around other people, for me in particular, it amplifies those feelings. It amplifies those thoughts. And so when you're not having good thoughts, what I do is I seclude myself. I isolate myself. And that is exactly what has happened this past month. I isolated myself because, truthfully, I had gone through some stuff this past year that eventually it reached a breaking point, and I came back ready to make it work for Scarlet and Violet, and I felt as though I got kind of hurt by the people that I was supportive of, that I wasn't rooting for, that I was supportive of. And in turn, I did not feel as though I got that same respect back. And so for me, it was kind of the final straw. And I ended up isolating myself. I ended up having to separate myself completely. And, you know, I know that's not healthy, but that's just how I cope with those particular feelings and emotions. And everybody's, you know, right or wrong. That's just how I handle certain things. But you guys get the idea, and for the most part, I am feeling a lot better, and otherwise I wouldn't be in front of the camera right now. But I'm getting through it. I'm still going through my battles, and things are not easy right now, and you know, my living situation on Monday, I'm going to understand a little bit better, and I'm either going to be really screwed or not as screwed. So I'll find out on Monday. So we'll see what happens, but I am optimistic that we'll be able to make it work, and I'll be able to, living situation will be okay. So we'll make it work. But I'm going to catch up on the chat. But yeah, E-Rob, good to see you, brother. Much love, Aaron. Good to have you, bro. Real ones aren't here just for the Pokemon. Real ones here for the Trippy. Yo, PC, I appreciate the heck out of that, man. So at the end of the day, you know, I might honestly make this channel just more about me. Heck, I might even change it to my name. We'll see. I don't know. I remember when you were doing the face reveal. Oh, man, way back then. Holy crap. That was like... that might have been like 4 years ago, 2019. The face reveal happened in the summer of 2019. Holy crap. That's crazy. Pokemon only does good when a new game comes out. And then everyone scatters. To an extent, Sav, yeah, to an extent. Haven't watched any Nuzlocke in almost a year. Yeah, the OG, yep. Every time I see that dude in someone's video talking about, I play the best, no, all right, I can think about is how he got bigger off my stuff. Oh, yeah. Because I found Pokemon challenges when he was like at 1,700 subscribers. Because he was doing the same thing as me. He was doing the one-off challenges. He was doing the, can I beat a game with one Pokemon, essentially. And then he did the, I'm a pro Nuzlocker, when it's like, bro, I've probably done more Nuzlocks than you, honestly, at this point. But go ahead, Cap, do your thing. You've done thousands of Nuzlocks. Right, okay, sure. But it was the YouTube algorithm that pushed him. Pro Nuzlocker. It didn't do anything special. He just reacted off to people who did a lot of hard work animating. And then it got to him to a certain point where he could do whatever he wanted, and it just got pushed. You know, there's certain people that just get very lucky, and then there's certain people that actually like are super original and come up with an idea and their channel pops off. Or, you know, they take an original idea from somebody else and, you know, they just stay consistent with it enough to eventually pop off, you know. But, you know, is what it is. That kind of thing. All right, catch him on the chat. Trippy turning into Randy Orton hearing voices in his head. Well, the moment I just learned the Dark Demon doesn't have a conscience. My YouTube Pokemon community, the bulk majority are either looking to get their own come up or ride someone else up. If you're assisting in either of those, then you're expendable. Oh yeah, definitely. And I've been treated as expendable countless times. And I've just gotten to the point now where it's like, whatever. I don't care. I thought you were my friend, but clearly not. Whatever. I've just accepted that. But for me, you speak some truth in that, troll. You know what I mean? You know, I commend the people that do it on their own, though. Because I've tried to do it on my own, and it didn't work. I tried to do it with people, and I ended up just getting substituted in for somebody else. So, you know, it is what it is. You know, there's a lot of things I could say. There's a lot of great people in the Pokemon community, and there's a lot of people that are very much not in it for the right reasons. But that's neither here nor there at the end of the day. Know what I mean? I teach their own is what I say. To each their own. Hold on. All right, catch me on the chat, sorry. Mental health always be the priority? No doubt, homie. A lot of typos, but you get it? Oh, no, yeah. Thank you, Sav. I appreciate that. Trey plays things and stuff. Yo, Cannon. Honestly, you guys, if you guys are not subscribed to Cannon Games, Noah is a great human being. Straight up. Like, Cannon and I have only been like on like maybe like 2 voice calls, but honestly, awesome person, great human being. You guys should definitely go subscribe to him. If you guys like Pokemon content, go subscribe to Cannon Games. He is a very just nice individual. There are not enough nice individuals that are just good people. So I do implore that you go show that man some love, or if a mod can grab his link. But I actually, I did a video with Cannon on his channel. So if you guys want to check that out, definitely go check that out as well. But go show the homie some love. He is an awesome example of what Pokemon creators should strive to be in regards to how they handle their relationships with others. Honestly, though, like I've got nothing but praise for the homie on that regard, for sure. So definitely make sure you guys show him some love. And thank you for coming through and hanging out, homie. It's been a while since I streamed. I've just been going through a lot of life stuff, and I'm just kind of, I guess, updating the community and just kind of, going from there pretty much. But I appreciate you coming in, for real, homie. Rename it Trainer Trey. That'd be cool, yeah. 2019 was yesterday. You guys are crazy. 2019 wasn't that bad of a year, let's be honest. This is the last normal year. Really? I felt like you wore the mask longer. No, because remember, I got rid of the mask and the sleep lock, and that was in the summer of 2019, if I remember correctly. Or maybe fall of 2019, around that time. Boot, thank you for the 99-cent super sticker. Unfortunately, anything below $1 now, YouTube won't have an alert for, supposedly. That's what I saw on the partner program that I had to accept today. Mad Sharks definitely stupid hard to try and grow in. Basically, I have to be doing it for fun to enjoy the community. I think that's where I'm at. I love the community. I love the people that come in here and say hello. Like, you guys truly, like, you guys, like, I can't even put it into words, man. Like, you guys make me feel as though what I did was valid and worthwhile, and that the experiences that I provided while I was doing this full time regularly, you know, it really had some sort of impact, or it had some sort of positive standing with any person that was here hanging out with us in that moment. And man, that feels good, because like I've missed you guys. Like, I've been ranting for almost an hour, and I feel like I could rant for another hour. But like I said, you guys, if you guys want to see me play a game or do something on stream, I will do it. I don't mind. I felt it as though it was very important that I got on here, and if anything, address the elephant in the room, which was that I haven't been around. First things first, thank you. I'll also talk about kind of my current ventures as well here in a moment. Pink! Wow, Pink, it's great to see you, Pink. I hope you're doing well, for real, for real. Pink's also another great content creator who's a very positive person. Copy, baby! It's good to see you, my dude. Pokey fan, welcome in, good to see you. Jay, my boy, it's the boy Jay. Jay, did you change your YouTube name? I know it's just saying Jay right now, so I'm just making sure it's the same Jay. I subbed. Terry Barry, didn't you tell me that you were here for the mask reveal? Well, I'm glad you subbed. Riddle is looking trippy is really going for Shane. Dude, Code, Shane Code, another OG that's been around the community for a long time. Thank you for popping in, homie. Oh, dude, of course, Cannon. No problem, man. Dude, of course. No doubt. Like I said, Noah, Cannon Games, my boy Noah is a good human being. So I would recommend just showing him some love when you can. Heck, even go check out the video that I'm featured on in his channel. I won't spoil it, but I'm just going to say I'm pretty good at hide and seek. All right, I'm just saying. So go check out his channel. Go check out his videos. He's a good human being. And at the end of the day, we need more people like him. So we need all the good people we can get out there in front of other people, in my opinion. We need less sharks, and we need more love discs. God, I should have said Sharpedos. I didn't say Sharpedos. Now it's just a terrible joke.
What in the hell?
And you kiss your mother with that mouth?
Holy mackerel!
Alright. Did you guys miss my sound effects? Anybody? No? Alright. But Jay, I'm doing alright, man. I'm doing alright, brother. Yeah, that year was eventful, no doubt. Mixer streams, yo, remember Mixer? Remember Mixer? Dog, if I had made it big on Mixer. Should I go on Rumble? Should I stream on Rumble? Do you guys think I would get big on Rumble? I probably wouldn't at all. I probably wouldn't at all. I'd probably gain like 2 followers. Is Rumble even good? I've literally only seen people talk about Rumble. I've never actually seen people use Rumble. Okay, but I digress. All right. I suggested the name Trainer Trey ages ago. I mean, that's actually not a bad idea. Facebook Gaming Now, or whatever it's called. Oh gosh. I exclusively stream on Samsung refrigerators. Honestly, going live, hitting that live button on the fridge, that might be the move. I'm not gonna lie, you get a snack midstream, could be the move. Hot tub stream right now. I don't have a hot tub. I have a Snorlax beanie bag. Beanie bag. What? Beanie Babies? Wait a second. If Beanie Babies sat in a bean bag, would they be sitting in a beanie bag? Oh God. I'm sorry, okay? I'm still fixated on the fact that I said shark and not Sharpedo, and I had such a good analogy, and I threw it out the window. Is there a Pokemon that's a window? No, there's not. They got 1,008 Pokemon, but they don't got a single window Pokemon. Do they? to say no. I'm going to say no, they do not have a mirror Pokemon. All right, no mirrors. Always good to see you, dude. Yo, Shaner Code, great to see you, homie. Always a pleasure to have you, bro. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe 3. Dude, the Wave 3 was probably their weakest wave yet. I didn't like the newest wave. You're too kind, man. Nah, man, just showing my love back to you, brother. I appreciate the heck out of you, man. For real, for real. The heck is Rumble? It's like another streaming platform, apparently. I'm subbed to you on D Live. Yo, you guys remember D Live, the decentralized streaming platform? I streamed there like twice. I streamed on Mixer like 3 times. I tried D Live like twice. Fun fact, I never tried Twitch. I tried D Live and Mixer, but never tried Twitch. Yikes. Oh, Lord. If you're really dropping views, you can always do a foot reveal. Let's see. In the past month, this channel's gotten like 1,000 views. And that, you got to keep in mind, I've got like... I unlisted way more videos than I posted in the past year because of stuff that happened with collabs and half of the collabs getting taken down. I had to unlist like 50 videos, like straight up, like half of my content I had to unlist. So all of my view count, all my statistics are down and just crazy bad compared to where they were. But my new channel and relative, like we've already gained like 25,000 views in the first month. Like we're already like almost halfway to monetized. And it's just crazy because like, how do I put this? I feel as though I put more time and effort into my Pokemon content. You know what I mean? I feel like I did put more time and effort into it. The new content I'm enjoying. It's different. Very, very different. But it's just funny to compare and contrast is all I'm saying. If you're, let's see, never heard of Rumble? Rumble, I feel like, is the platform where people that are, like, canceled go to be honest. But I could be wrong on that. Been hearing about Glimpse. I have never heard of that one, Shaner, but I'm about to peep it. You know what I mean? Existential crisis initiated. It's literally my life. My life's been a crisis. Straight up. There's sometimes like I'll just be sitting like with Kaylin. I'll just be like, wow, holy crap. Life is not easy. And I'll see people complaining. It's like, oh man, it's such a difficult day in my mansion. I'm just like, I'm just trying to buy a meal, man. I'm just trying to... Yo, also, I want to give he probably doesn't really... I'm going to talk about it because he deserves the credit. Butaka sent me a Christmas gift. He got me a gift card to Uber Eats. And that meant the world to me because at that point in time, it was difficult to allocate money. So in that moment, I just want to give a shout out to Butaka for that gift because that actually did help a lot. And in the moment, I didn't really talk about it in the moment, but that really helped. And this is, I want to say, my proper thank you. So thank you, and if we could get a bunch of hearts for the homie, I would appreciate that because he did not have to do that, but it really did help just based off of current circumstances. It was just very appreciated. Alright, sorry. Whew, okay. You see right through the window Pokemon to make a we'd have to get a door Pokemon soon and eventually just to build a house out of Stonegers. Alright, catching up. I'm sorry you guys. That one kinda hit me. They have keys but not a window. Oh god. Oh lord. 1,000 works well, but you can't collect the 99, right? Alright. Alright, catch them on the chat, sorry. What would the shiny window look like? It would look like a dirty window. It would have like all the wipes on it. You know what I mean? Or if like your animal's been like licking the window long enough, you got all those marks on it. I remember these nuts.
And you kiss your mother with that mouth?
Foot pics or his OnlyFans page. I'm just saying, man, I might make a OnlyFans and just start posting feet pics. You guys would subscribe, right? Totally. You guys like feet pics, right? I still watch D Live. That's crazy. The top channels have like 5 viewers. Icy Wolf, good to see you, homie. Travis, yo, good to see you, bro. New channel is actually I'm creating first-person stories based off of sports challenges. So like recreating famous athletes' careers or creating a fictional character who then you follow the story. But all the videos are doing fantastic. You know, it's crazy because like I haven't had YouTube video success since late 2019, early 2020. All videos since then have just been not pushed. You know what I mean? Like the impressions I showed you the comparison earlier, you guys. Like the comparison in impressions is just astronomical. So, but yeah, I am enjoying it. It's very different, very very different. But yeah, I'm enjoying it, and I think that's the biggest thing is that I am enjoying it, and I want to stream on this channel still. I'd like to probably stream once a week, maybe, if you guys would be down for that. But I would definitely be, wanting to continue to be here and hang out with you guys while I'm able to, of course. There's a radio show here with the host named Rumble. Are you ready to rumble? But yo, Travis, it's good to see you, man. I hope you've been well. I know you were kind of going through some stuff as well, my dude, so I hope everything's good on your end. Did you move again? Yeah, life kicked me in the nuts, but I now live in Colorado. I moved states. I now live in Colorado. How are you on this fine day trip? Honestly, Icy Wolf, I'm doing way better now. Life kind of kicked me in the nuts a lot. And truthfully, I don't know, I guess I'm just thankful that I've made it out, and I had to do what I had to do to be able to get out to the other side of this mental lapse. But I'm very thankful to still be here, and I'm very thankful to be able to be in front of you guys. And I just life's crazy sometimes, and you take it for granted. And we're not guaranteed tomorrow. We are not guaranteed tomorrow. And you guys, if this for some reason was my very last stream on this channel, I would want you guys to take home the message that I care so freaking much about the relationships that we've established here on the channel, the connections that we've made, and the experiences and the memories that, for me, will last a lifetime. So, just thank you. Just thank you, man. But obviously, I do feel as though that is worst case scenario. I don't want this to be my last stream. I did talk about it earlier. There won't be any more video uploads or video content, Pokemon related anything uploaded on this channel. I am done making Pokemon content. I'm done. And I've accepted that, and I'm cool with it. And I like Pokemon, do not get me wrong. It's just way too hyper competitive. It's just more negative than positive. It's, for me at this point in time, I've gone through the ringer so many times in the Pokemon community that I'm ready to take a step away from it, and I'm cool with that. And, you know, congratulations to everybody that's made it, everybody that was able to make it work. I'm super proud of you. I busted my ball, like I busted my ass trying to make it work for a long period of time, and it simply didn't. And it takes a while for you to accept your failures, but for me, I've taken this past month to reflect and acknowledge that while things definitely did not go my way, or things maybe were unfair or not done right by me, that's life. Not everything's going to go your way. Not everything's fair, and that's life. And while it sucks, it definitely sucks because I do feel as though I could have made it work. But at the end of the day, I'm proud of everything we've accomplished. I'm proud of what we were able to do on this channel. I mean, 5,000 subscribers, that's pretty big, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of people would be extremely, extremely happy to have reached 5,000 subscribers, and as am I. And while I acknowledge I probably won't hit future milestones on this channel, I still love YouTube. I'm still working on videos, and maybe with my new channel, it might give me the opportunity to eventually achieve that dream if things go well enough. You know, it's bittersweet because we've been through a lot, and a lot of those experiences were very, very positive. Very, very positive. So at this point in time, if I stream on this channel, it will most likely be podcast related, life updates, maybe some variety gaming here and there, you know what I mean? I don't think this channel would do too well if I would just stream my sports challenges that I'm doing in my free time. But, you know, hey, it is what it is. I actually just made my newest thumbnail for my newest video that will hopefully be done by Sunday. It typically takes me about 3 to 4 days to complete a challenge, and then 3 to 4 days to finish the audio and the editing. In regards to these styles of videos that I'm doing. So it takes me like a week or some change, but for the most part, I am trying to get a video out weekly. That's my goal with the new channel. And it's going well, and I'm very, very proud of that because, in all honesty, I had kind of accepted the fact that I had failed, and you guys know that this is my dream, and to fail your dream is not a very good feeling, that's for sure. So I am proud of everything that we've accomplished on this channel. However, I am having to pivot a little bit, put more time and effort into something else. But with that being said, I do want to continue streaming on this channel. I might make this channel more personable. I might even change the name of the channel to be my name, to be honest. I mean, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But for the most part, I am so grateful for every single one of you people hanging out with me. I'm so grateful for every single one of you that gave me a chance. I am so grateful for every single person that has supported me. Emphasis on supported. Thank you. Like, I appreciate it. You know, man, it feels good to be able to actually talk. You know what I mean? Let it off my chest. Okay. Catching up on the chat. Here we go. I apologize. If you're having an existential crisis 2 to 3 times a week, can you honestly say you're even living life? PC facts. Truth. If we talk as a cutie, I mean, you're not wrong. I leave for 2 minutes. What did you do, Boot? Super Saiyan. Good to see you, brother. Yo, Super Saiyan. I hope you've been well, man. It's always good to see you, bro. Made him cry? Yeah, you know. You were very kind in a moment of time that I really needed some help. And I am very much the silent sufferer. I do not talk about my trials and tribulations out loud. I internalize everything, and I withhold it, and I isolate myself, and I deal with it. It is not healthy, but that is how I've always handled my issues ever since I was young. I mean, that's quite literally how I've always handled trauma. So, obviously going through a very traumatic 2022, which I did recap earlier in the stream. I did recap kind of a lot of my bad experiences from this past year. Yeah, it finally got to me, man. It really did. And it gets to a point where you're in such a dark place where you don't want to expose other people to that darkness. You don't want them to see you in a light where you're not even proud of the light that you're in. And, you know, that's why I cut off people, and that's why I do the things the way I do them, is because you get burned so many times. You get treated badly so many times. You get taken for granted so many times. You know, you get treated as expendable so many times. You just get to a point where you're just like, all right, this is it. This is the situation. Now I'm going to deal with it. But I don't want to sound like a broken record, so I'm going to catch up on the chat. Oh, man. Wheels or doors? I prefer wheels because they go round and round and round. But doors, they go open, close, open, close. So when you think about it, if you combine the two, you have the potential for a car. And that's pretty neat. So I'm just saying. And I'm not super saying, I'm just saying, all right? Let's not go Ultra Instinct over here. What did I miss? A lot of life updates, but I'm about to go ahead and update you guys on my current situation as well here in a moment. In a heartbeat. Only if they're hairy. No feet pics. Oh, gosh. Big Hobbit fan. Happy for you, dude. Yeah, much love, Noah. Was that Hop Hip video pretty much the only one that got you good views? Here's the frustrating part about the Hop Hip video. Other people did, you know, can I beat Pokemon game with one Pokemon, yada, yada, yada. When I would compare the like ratio to view ratio on other people's challenges compared to my own challenge, the Hop Hip challenge had like, this is way back when, I don't remember what it's at now. It had like 1,500 likes and like 50,000 views. And then I would see other people doing the challenges and they'd have like 120,000 views, 200,000 views, 500 likes, 600 likes. And I'm like, how does my video that has like 1,000 more likes have like 100,000 less views? So, I mean, honestly, it's frustrating, but even in my good videos, they should have done better than what YouTube did to them. And that's frustrating, man. Because some of these videos, I spent freaking... the Hop Hip video alone took me like 95 hours to complete. From start to finish. Not the challenge of completing the challenge. The challenge itself took freaking like 2 weeks to complete. And then it took me like 95 hours close. I remember because I was like, dude, I'm like 5 hours away from 100 hours of working on this thing. Because that's when I lived with a roommate at the time. And man, that video, like I put so much time, effort, sweat, and tears into that thing. And I still felt as though it underperformed. And then I did a similar fashion with the hardcore Nuzlocke. I did a hardcore Nuzlocke. I streamed it. I did the challenge. I edited it. I completed it. Again, another 90-hour project. The motherfucker didn't even break 150 views. So, like, when you put so much time and effort into something, and you see somebody else doing so good with that same exact thing, but statistically you're still doing better, but, like, not where, like, people actually will notice the difference, that's tough, man. And after a while, like, you just kind of get fed up with it. But for me, for the most part, I gotta say, yes, the Hop Hip video was my best performing video on this channel, which really sucks because, like, that video, like, if I had recognized how YouTube worked back then, I would have said, screw the Let's Plays that I was doing, because I was doing Let's Plays, you guys know that, the Cage Log Versus, which I ultimately had to take everything down anyways, so it basically essentially was a giant waste of time, which I hate because I freaking loved that series. You know, now people can't watch it, so I had to remove it and all that jazz, but at the end of the day, like, if I understood YouTube better back then, I would have just rolled with that idea, and it would have compounded my channel's growth. But because I didn't understand YouTube, I thought, oh, I can do a challenge video, and I can do Let's Plays. Unfortunately, I didn't recognize that Let's Plays were essentially a dying medium and will kill your channel rather than help it grow. So, I mean, I kind of set myself up for failure, essentially. But regardless, I am very, very proud of this channel because we did hit an awesome milestone. I mean, at one point we were like 5,050 subs. Now we're like at 5,005 subs, if that gives you an idea of how the past 6 months have gone. You know, it's frustrating because I love the channel. I love the community. But I recognize now that really it's the streaming and hanging out. It's really just so I can hang out with you guys. Like, because I miss y'all and I legitimately enjoy my connections and hanging out with y'all and talking to y'all in the chat. I legitimately love that. But I also recognize that you can't make a living doing that. If you're not growing, your potential growth is also declining, and therefore your stability is also declining. I hate that because I freaking wanted this to work so bad. But, you know, timing, life, just everything just said no. And that's okay. And that's what I've accepted, that it's okay. I hate it, but it's okay. Oh, man, I love you guys. All right. Catching up on the chat. Here we go. I'm a giraffe. Yo, what that neck do? Classic. Decided what I want to be when I grow up. Do you want to be a wolf that eats ice or something else, Icy Wolf? I follow your Twitter, Trippy. I know life can be hard. Pokey fan, I appreciate the support, homie. Lots of love, homie. I appreciate that, PC. Heck yeah, Aaron. Yeah, make sure you go show love to Cannon. What? Last stream, wait, what? Icy Wolf, my last stream was like a month ago. It's been a while, unfortunately. What's the new channel name? I won't be sharing the channel name simply because if you want to support me as a content creator, if you want to find my channel and you want to support me, I will tell you the hashtag to find to look for my video. The hashtag that you would be able to find my video is NCAA 14. Simple as that. However, not going to tell you my channel name, not going to tell you what my videos are. If you want to scroll and look for me, that's awesome. But if you do that and you go through that effort and you don't watch the videos, including future videos that come out, you're not being supportive of me. You're rooting for me, which is just hurting me. Because you're not actually being supportive. It's just words. And that's what I was talking about before. It's for somebody that's doing a YouTube channel, and let's say you have a small goal, or not even a small goal, just a channel goal, 1,000 subscribers. You're 5 subscribers away. Okay, awesome. I'm going to go say something on Twitter. You post something on Twitter saying, hey, I need 5 subscribers to hit 1,000. Okay, well, all you did was hurt your channel. Simply because those 5 people are now going to get fed your content. But if they don't actually watch your content, all you did was hurt your channel because statistically speaking, all they're doing is lowering the ratio and actual analytics of potential viewers that it'll show the video to. So YouTube is like, okay, well, you know, you got those subscribers, we're going to show your videos to them. Oh, that's weird. Your subscribers aren't even watching your content. I guess they don't like it. So we're not really going to push it. And that's where I think a lot of small content creators get trapped in because they're on Twitter being like, hey, I'm 15 subscribers away from 500. Lob me some. Send me some subscribers, please. Share this out. And then you hit that goal and your numbers aren't going up. And in fact, maybe your numbers are even doing worse now. Like, it's just, it is all one complicated, messed up algorithm. And sometimes you can accidentally hurt yourself more than you help yourself just based off of small things like that. So with that being said, if you find my channel, which, by the way, you won't see my face on there. It's all voiceover. If you find my channel, please watch the video in its entirety. Go to the next one. Watch the video in its entirety. Because otherwise, I'm not sharing it because simply it doesn't help me. It just hurts me by sharing it. So at the end of the day, you guys, if you decide you want to support my content, regardless of what it is, you gotta find it. But regardless, I appreciate the heck out of the support. If you do find it, leave a comment. For the love of God, leave a comment, okay? Like, you guys don't understand. Just put a smiley face. It does so much. Hit the like button. Leave a comment. Watch it all the way through. It is literally free to do all of that, and that is the best way to support me right now. Like, in all honesty. And with that being said, I will explain why in a moment. I'm catching up on the chat. catching up on the chat. All your content will work good, better for you, where your focus is now. Thank you, Shaner. I appreciate that. At least let me get Metal Slime. Do not get your channel terminated or else I'm finding. No, Vaporeon, this channel's fine. I've already submitted the new partner program review. So basically, I should be okay in that regard. But good to see you, Travis. Most definitely, homie. Oh, Harley. It's good to see you, Harley. Yeah, exactly, Pitt. Exactly. You doing good, Harley? Heck yeah. I'll miss the Pokemon content. Well, the best thing is, I may still stream some Pokemon content here and there, but I'm not going to upload videos. I won't be doing that. I want to make this channel more stream-oriented in regards to just hanging out with the community, talking, chit-chatting, seeing what's going on with everybody's lives and all that good stuff. You know what I mean? But I may do some Pokemon content as well. We're even going to do a game night tonight in the Discord. I'm going to be, when this stream's over, I'm going to be over in the Discord. We're going to be hanging out. We can do some hide and seek in Pokemon. We can do some battles in Pokemon if you guys want to. Or we can do a completely different game. We can do completely different stuff. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter to me. Because at the end of the day, just hanging out with y'all, having a good time, that's really what matters to me. So what we're playing is irrelevant. It's the people that I'm with that matter the most to me at this point. I could care less about the game I'm playing as long as people are having a good time and feel as though they're actually enjoying the content and not, you know, getting kind of forced onto particular content, then that's the best way to do it, in my opinion. Now, in regards to making it full-time and make income off of it, no, that's not the right way to do it. But I am very, very happy with kind of how things have gone and just kind of where my progression as a person has been the past month compared to where I was this time last month is a very big difference. So yeah, I'm feeling more optimistic, if you will. Whatever happens, I'll follow the other channel. I gotta sleep now. Good night. Have a good day, everybody. Yo, Super Say, I appreciate the heckin' bejesus out of you, homie. But yo, Hyper, welcome in, my dude. How you doing? Love the late night calls you had. Oh, dude. Most definitely, Pip. Most definitely. Hey, I'd like to think I'm a snack. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Travis? Want to be an army soldier? Well, there you go, Icy Wolf. There you go. I won't say if I was able to find a channel or not. Won't even sub, so you can't track if I found him or not. Fair enough, Hyper. Hyper, I did bring you up earlier briefly. I won't be posting any more content on this channel in regards to Pokemon. I'm just simply not going to be uploading videos on this channel anymore. With that being said, Hyper and I did do something together. Hyper, if you would like, I would be more than happy to send you my half of the footage, and if you want to use it for your own, you may. Totally feel free to use it to however you want to. I just wanted to communicate with you that I'm not going to be uploading any more content on this channel. I will be streaming from time to time, but for the most part, I won't be uploading videos or anything like that. But I did want to talk to you about that, of course. Yeah, fair enough, Daryl. Yeah, back in the day. Stay strong, Trippy Love. Thank you, Harley. I appreciate that. Vaporeon. That's a great way to do it. Yeah, exactly. If you don't like my content, put it on ×2 and mute it. Oh, God. It can be done. I don't know why it said down. Legend, Tyler. Good to have you, brother. Comments do matter. Yes, they do. Play Radical Red. It's a thing now. And I know. And I'm rooting for them. Gonna go leave a comment for? Oh, thank you, Harley. I can't play anything till like 7 your time. Oh, you're good, fam. Don't sweat it. Welcome back, nerd. Good to have you, fam. It has been. I wish I could leave, but you got me chained up in the basement. No, who gave Demon his iPad? He wasn't supposed to share that with people. You were the first real streamer I watched. Man, that makes my heart. God, dude, oh, man. The community has just been... I love you guys. It is a tough pill to swallow to recognize that you can't achieve your dreams in the way that you envisioned. But, man, am I thankful for every single one of you people, man. I am just so freaking thankful to have had you guys in my life. Straight up. Man. Madden is mostly mute, so I just stopped caring for it. Yeah, I haven't bought a Madden in years. Like Madden 25, which was like 8 years ago. If you want to send me your footage and audio stuff, I'll try my hardest to do something awesome. Worst type of content is wasted content. Oh, Hyper, no, the collab was freaking fun as heck. It's just obviously life and kind of where I'm at. It would essentially never go up if I'm being honest, just because of that. Do a trip where you need your rage. You shouldn't have to get out. British people all carry knives, right? Oh my god. Vaporeon, that was savage, dog. Vaporeon, that's like saying to me, like, use your gun, right? American people all have guns, right? Like, that's literally the equivalent. Oh, Lord. Oh, jeez. Oh, that's funny. Alright, also, kind of off topic, Demon, where's Wrexham? How far are you away from Wrexham? Oh jeez. I understand your opinions. I'll try hanging out any streams you might do in the future. Happy to have been here for the ride. Nerd, bro, like, you're a top tier human being, and honestly, man, like, you were a member on the channel for so freaking long, and I just want you to know that I appreciate every moment I've had with you in this chat, bro. Straight up. Whew, man. It's probably one of my most emotional streams I've done, to be honest, because it's just different, you know what I mean? It's just, yeah, I'm in a different mindset, I guess, than I was when you're trying to make this work as your livelihood, or you're trying to make this work as your dream job or your dream career. It's just a very different feeling. But I am very just humbled and thankful to even just to have you guys here with me, man. Like, it means the freaking world. Like, I can't put it into words. I really cannot. Damon say he tricked me to come to the U.S. with promises of candy. Now I'm trapped. Oh, Lord. Oh, Demon. I don't know. People don't leave comments about this. You don't care. I don't know. Always love for you. Thank you, Harley. I mean, honestly, I've watched videos in the past and didn't leave comments. Sometimes you just don't think about it. You know what I mean? Like, truthfully, that's just a lot of the time you just don't think about it. Like, it's not because you're like, I don't want to leave a guy a comment. You're just not really thinking about it. Truth be told. Vaporeon said we actually all have guns. It's about 3 hours by car. Oh, yikes. Yo, Vela! I'm gonna put a controversial poll in the chat, and we're gonna see how this goes. We're gonna do a poll, and then we're gonna do a Q&A. So here's the poll. What is it? Actually, no, I don't even want to do that. It's going to get me down a rabbit hole I don't even want to get into. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this. I've never done this before, so we're going to do this. Q&A. Start Q&A. Okay. This is our first Q&A. How the heck does this work? Alright, start Q&A. I don't know if this is how it works or not, but we're about to find out. Oh, whoa, that's crazy. Shut up, Hyper. That's crazy. Hold on, I'm switching it back to live chat. I need to catch up on the chat before I get back to the Q&A portion. Hold on. I don't know why people don't counts. Vela, it's good to see you, homie. Crazy because I've got some crazy upgrades recently, getting a new Switch OLED capture card. Dude, I'm so happy for you, Hyper. Hyper, you deserve all the success that's come to you, man, on YouTube. You are one of, if not the most hardworking person I've seen in the content creation space. This man is literally always editing, always recording, always doing something related to content, always trying to upgrade or trying to improve his craft. And I am just very appreciative of you, Hyper, just because I see how hard you work, and I see somebody that has put in the time and the effort, and they actually have, if anything, in my opinion, achieved what they set out to do, which was make YouTube work. And man, I'm just so freaking proud of you, bro. You busted your butt, and you freaking deserve everything that comes to you in that regard. For real, man. So I'm hella proud of you. Just keep doing your thing, man. Oh, I'm sorry, nerd, man. It's just an emotional stream for me, man. I've been here longer than I'm not banning Travis, man. I don't want to ban you, bro. Gotta have you up in here. Just join what I miss. Giving life updates, you know, talking it out, having a good time with the fam. But Vela, it's good to see you. For real. Now you're looking back. Yeah, you ain't wrong. Probably have to go soon. I'll pop in and say hi. Hope you're good, bro. Yo, Frost, it is a pleasure to see you, my man. Always great to have you. Shout out to y'all, for real. I might actually go through the member list here and pop it up and give everybody a shout out that's a member. Just because you guys are so freaking supportive of me, and I'm extremely just thankful. I hope you guys know that, man. Like, words don't do it justice, but you guys have made such a positive impact on my life, and I'm just very thankful. So, a lot of time and you're watch your old completed series, yeah. And you know, I'm sad because it's like, it was such a fun, great series with full of just amazing memories, and it sucks that I'm not able to share those memories with other people or new people. But, you know, at the end of the day, it was out of my control, and, you know, I'm it's unfortunate. It's like, I'm not mad about it. It's more sad because it's like, you think everybody involved is really proud of it, and it ends up not being the case, and, you know, it sucks, but I don't take it personally, you know. I don't take anything personally, to be honest, because at the end of the day, people are going to treat you how they want to treat you. And, yeah, that's life. Wish I could send a super chat as a final send-off. This is not a finale. I do believe I will be streaming on this channel again. I'm going to try for once a week. Simply because I just enjoy being around y'all. I just enjoy being around the community that we've developed here, and I want you guys to know that it was never my intention to abandon the community or abandon what we've just established here. It was never my intention, man. It really wasn't. That's why I feel so terrible. Let my camera adjust. And that's why I feel so terrible about kind of how I handled this past month, because I really didn't communicate with anybody, and I hate that that is just how I handle adversity and trauma and tough times. I hate that that's how I deal with things, but that's just how I do it. You guys deserved better. And this is my formal, I am so freaking sorry for how I handled it, because I should have said something. I should have said I wasn't okay. I should have said I wasn't doing well. And I didn't. You know, and it sucks because, if anything, I feel worse now because I feel as though I let you guys down. And I know you guys might say, no, it's not a big deal, but I love what we've done here, and what I did was not of loving nature, and I regret it. And it's probably one of my biggest regrets, because it's the first time I've ever just not streamed or done anything without updates or anything in my entire time of doing YouTube. Before, I'd give updates, or I'd let you guys know, hey, it's gonna be a while till I'm back because of life and all that stuff. This time around, it was not the case, and that's really sucky, because I hold myself to a higher standard than that. And, you know, it is what it is. I will say, though, as a flex, I finally beat the first boss in Elden Ring. It took me almost a year to beat the first boss in Elden Ring, man. I tried the game for the first few weeks that it was out, and these past couple weeks I've been playing Elden Ring to stumper my depression and sadness and all that stuff. And dude, Elden Ring, man, I'll tell you what, you get killed enough times you forget you're sad, because then you're just angry that you keep dying in a video game. Legend! Thank you so much, homie. I just realized that none of my sound effects are working. None of my sound effects are working. Oh man, I just noticed that. Is this picking up? Okay, that's picking up. How do I get my Streamloots audio to work again? I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna catch up on the chat because I just ranted for way too long. Okay, here we go. Great to see you, Frost. Heck yeah. Test is crazy. If you were to try a new game for the channel, which game would you try? I mean, we've done variety on the channel. So I mean, we'd probably just do variety stuff. But, you know, Vela wants me to play Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion. I've heard good things about that game. Have you ever watched any musicals? I have not. Where? Oh. Oh, interesting. Okay, so if I end this, confirm. Top chat. Interesting. Okay. But to comb your hair and cry. Yeah, Hyper, I'm super proud of you, brother. You deserve all the success, man. You bust your tail. I am so freaking proud of you, man. I am so freaking proud of you, for real. Love you too, Ty. Do you still get money from anyone who's still a member? We still have 30 members on the channel. We still have 30 members on the channel. So, I mean, the memberships aren't enough to break the monthly threshold. So, if you were to just go off of memberships, I would probably get paid from YouTube every 3 months, which is like $100. And then YouTube takes their cut, so probably $55. Yeah. Yeah. I got cards to play. Hey, man, if you want to keep playing your cards so I can figure out how to get the audio to work again, I mean, I'm not opposed to that at all. In any way, to be honest. Maybe I need to have Streamloots. Maybe I have to have Streamloots open for to give me the music. Oh, I have to log in. That's awkward. I'm not even logged in. Alright, so yeah, that didn't play any sounds. Yeah, give me a moment. I am trying to figure out alerts. Go to alerts. Test alerts. Can I test? Okay, so I can test it.
Bing bang.
Oh, were you guys able to hear that or no? Hold on. I'm trying to test this. Wait, no.
Bing bang.
Oh. Okay. So it comes out of that. So where is this audio getting picked up? I am so confused as to where the audio is going. That's weird. Okay. Much love, Harley. I appreciate that. I bet you do. Trippy versus Elden Ring win. Hey, Goldar. Oh, fair enough, Pit. Okay. Yeah, Hyper actually sent me a video game for Christmas too. I still need to try that. So I'm trying to understand. Maybe if I pop up my sound settings, hold on. We can figure out this sound issue together, gang. If we work together, we can make this work. Thank you, Pitt. I appreciate this, you guys. Output, speakers, sound capture. Choose your output device. I don't know if that's... Huh. I am... What? Test? Does my audio sound better now? Real talk. Does my audio sound better now? Because I think my camera was picking up my audio this entire time. I'm just trying to figure out how to get my Streamloots audio to get sent over to Streamlabs, man. Thank you, Goldar. I appreciate that. Yeah, thank you for everybody that's patient right now. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with the audio. Because I can pick up that audio, it seems. Okay. So where is the audio that is getting pulled from Streamloots? It is very, very confusing. Because I don't know. Properties? I'm very confused, you guys. Voice chat. The audio is fine. What are you even trying to do? Oh, no. The Streamloots audio. There's like, for example, there's supposed to be like sound effects that play when the Streamloots card is played, right? So currently I'm trying to figure out why the heck it's not doing that. Because it should be doing that. Like, the sound volumes are all there. I don't understand, though, is why they're not playing. Anybody have any ideas? Do I need to send Trippy a game? You're good. I feel bad because now everybody's leaving because I'm focused on trying to fix the audio rather than talking. I do have life updates, you guys. I promise. I will go into detail about what I'm currently doing right now to be able to survive and eat. It's just I was trying to figure out the audio issue. Test. All right, but why are you not making any noises? Why are you not? See, it's not getting picked up by anything. That's what I'm confused by. Like, what the fudge, man? It's the alerts. Packs. Alright, super not cool that I cannot figure this out right now. I'm so sorry. I feel terrible because I know I'm not saying anything interesting, so people are gonna leave. But I'm just trying to fix the audio. Yeah, that's super weird, man. I mean, I legitimately don't know. Like, it's supposed to connect, right? Like, so when you play them, it's supposed to do that. I guess I will have to, I don't know, maybe I'll have to sit down with somebody else and figure it out. I'm not really sure. Yeah, Streamloots. I'm gonna have to, maybe I'll reach out to Streamloots because I am having this issue. And I can't figure out why. It's just not picking up anything, so because picking up the browser, picking up the game, partner GIF, sound effects, mic in. I guess the only one I can think of that I'm missing possibly is maybe system sounds. So let's go ahead and try that real quick. Audio output capture. System. That doesn't feel right. I'll add it. See how it goes. Default device. I don't know if I like that. Try that maybe. Dude, bruh. Super annoying, man. I'm trying to get this shit to work.
Bing bong.
Okay, but why does it not play when I do the card? It's not doing the card. Alright, well, I will have to focus on that in my free time, I guess. Okay, then. That's stinky. Yeah, that's because I played it off the browser. It's not going to play when the card is played, so... Oof. I'll figure it out. But we do have game night pretty soon, so I guess what we'll go ahead and do now is I'll kind of go ahead and talk about what I'm currently doing. So, yeah. If you are familiar with what I was doing... before the end of the year, I guess, I was working as a geotechnical engineer, helping with soil samples and soil testing and concrete and asphalt testings. So essentially I was getting up at like 3 a.m., driving out to a site, getting there at like 5 a.m., watching concrete get poured, and then, bringing that concrete back to the lab, doing tests on it. Yeah, so basically that's what I was doing, and it sucked. It was very mediocre pay, a lot of expected hours out of you, a lot of high expectations with little to no training. My third day there, they gave me a truck and basically sent me out to a job by myself, and I had never even used any of the equipment before. So I just was not enjoying myself, as you can imagine. It was very poor leadership, poor infrastructure for a business, and I was just not enjoying myself. So actively searching, I've been looking for jobs and that kind of stuff to essentially help me pay bills. And yeah. So that being said, I did accept a position as a brand representative. Basically what I'm doing is I'm helping out social media interactions with a company here in Colorado. They're actually nationwide. But with that being said, I now, and well, yesterday I was a model. I was a model. But no, they took a bunch of professional photos of me and all that stuff. So I'm going to be like one of the people they put on social media that like shows off their merch and all that stuff. So yeah, I get a bunch of free clothes and such like that. This is all free. Like they gave me a bunch of free clothes. They paid me in clothes. My first day at work, they paid me in clothes. They literally were like, "You're gonna be here for a decent amount of time, so here's your clothes." And I was like, "Do I have to give these back?" And they're like, "Nope." I'm like, "Oh." I start looking at the tag, and all the clothes are like $50 t-shirts, $80 sweatshirt, and I'm just like, "Oh, I haven't had new clothes in so long. Oh my gosh." I haven't bought a new pair of shoes in 5 years. Like, oh Lord. So that was nice for me because if you know me, I don't go shopping. I literally wear stuff until literally it's in tatters and you can't wear it anymore. Like, I got a t-shirt that I wore. I wore a t-shirt the other day that I wore on the same day as my Sweet 16. It's a white t-shirt with a big fish on the back of it. And that thing is worn out now. This thing is worn out. So I thought about it because I had to throw it away actually yesterday because it finally got to that point. Had that shirt for 12 years. Oh, you never told me why you wanted to see how far I live from Wrexham. Yeah, I want to go see a soccer game in Wrexham. I want to go see Wrexham play. It's hard to find a good size 14 men's shoes. I can't relate to that. I wear like a size 9.5, 10, depending on the brand. Like Jordans, my shoe size is like a 10.5, 11, and then Nike, it's like a 9, 9.5. Like, and then like dress shoes are like I need it to be a 9.5 because 9 is like it feels too cramped, and then 10 feels like I have too much space. So dress shoes, I almost always got to get a 9.5. And I think part of that's because I'm flat-footed, but I don't know really if that makes a difference. I have no idea. I don't even have a passport, bro. I don't even have any money. I am nah, I'm not able to do that. But regardless, I am very, very much so enjoying being on stream again. And like I said, you guys, we are going to be doing a Discord game night. So we're going to have a good old time hanging out and all that stuff. So you guys can actually be in the stream, or not the stream. I won't be streaming when we're in game night, but we will be, in VC. We can hang out and talk and all that. Yo, we getting a grungy raid. Yo, it's my boy Ty. What's good, baby? Yo, shout out to the homie. I appreciate the heckin' bejesus out of you, bro. I'm sorry we weren't able to connect like I wanted to, but just know I appreciate the heck out of you, man, and you're one of the good ones. So I appreciate the frickin' bejesus out of you. Shout out to the homie, Grungy Gaming. Make sure you guys show him some love. Go show some love back. Subscribe. What were you doing, my man? I hope you had an amazing stream. It is good to see you, broski. And if you guys are new to the channel, well, real quick.
Allow myself to introduce myself.
My name is TrippyTrainer. I do Pokemon content. Well, I used to do Pokemon content. I now am going to just be kind of periodically streaming here on the channel. But if you like good vibes, positive people, and fun times, consider subscribing today. I'm just saying. It's a good time. But yeah, we're going to be doing a game night over in Discord here in a little bit. But thank you so much for the raid, broski. I appreciate the heck out of you. A Pokemon fan, welcome in. Logan Cool YouTube, hi, hello, welcome in on that raid. Shadow Fang, yo, I recognize you, broski. Hope you're doing well. My man Tyler Grungy, good to see you, broski. But yo, welcome in, fam. Welcome freaking in. It's good to have you. I'm just kind of chit-chatting. I haven't streamed in over a month, so I kind of wanted to update everybody on my life and all that stuff. I still haven't replaced my bucket hat, unfortunately. It is still, well, as you can see, we might have to do an auction for the Trippy house, so that way I can raise some money. I'm just going to start auctioning everything I've worn on stream. I'm kidding. But maybe, I don't know. But yo, for real though, thank you again for the raid, broski. Hope things are looking up for you. Hey, slowly but surely, we're getting there, fam. Kens, good to see you, Kens. I hope you're doing well, for real. Stream is good. Got a handful of shinies. Hey, attaboy, heck yeah. Hey, man. Get that shiny grind. I see you, broski. Wait, hold up. Did you ask me to make that a terrible joke? Wait, did you? Just to make that terrible joke. Okay, maybe, Demon, but we're not going to go into it. I'm not going to elaborate, okay? But I had to prep the Trippy cosplay. What happened to the hat? Oh, the dogs got to it. Aki, hey, sweet pea. You want to tell them what you did? Do you want to tell them? Do you want to tell them what you did? Do you want to tell them? Do you want to tell them what you did to the hat? You want to tell them? Huh? You should tell them. Because if I tell them, they're gonna get mad. They're gonna get mad at you, Miss Bear. Yeah. Can I have a kiss? She said yes. She's so pretty though. Trippy, I'll deadass buy that hat. Just patch up the hat. There's nothing to patch it with. They ate that cloth. Like, there wasn't cloth for me to patch it with because this portion is in their digestive tract. They pooped out my hat, okay? This is like... Do you think crewmate would eat my hat just to poop it out? I think he would, but we're not going to go there. Oh god, against Legend I lose. Yeah, I was going to say Hyper, you're going to end up having to sell all your upgrades. I got to go. Love you. Harley, it is always a pleasure to have you, fam. Thank you for always being an amazing support for me. I hope you've been well. I hope you had an amazing holidays, and I hope to see you again in the future, for real. Honestly, you guys, I have to say this because I do have to end stream here in a moment. Because we're going to be going over to game night over on Discord. If you're not in our Discord, join the Discord. If you want to hang out with me, we're going to play some games. We might do some silly stuff and just chit chat for a little while, get some ideas from other people hanging out. But regardless, join the Discord, give an introduction, let me know a little bit about yourself. I'm going to post updates in there as well here for this coming week. I would like to stream again. Let me look at my work schedule because I actually I just got it actually, so now I know what to do. So let's see. Next time I stream will probably be... It might have to be next Thursday because I work next Friday and Saturday. So I'll keep you updated on that as well. Just go with the dog, just being dogs, yeah, pretty much. Poor Aqua's a good girl. You be nice to her. She's a sweetie heart. She's such a sweetheart. I love Aki so much. She's laying underneath me right now, actually. I burnt my toast earlier. Oh man, you got toasted. Model for us. So I did model. They had me do a bunch of photos, do a photo shoot with the clothing and all that stuff. I will talk about the brand. It is a tattoo company. And with that being said, I'll probably get a lot of tattoos here because I get an employee discount on tattoos. I was like, how much? 50%? Because tattoos are expensive, man. You guys know this. I've got like 15 tattoos. I have a lot of tattoos. The reason I haven't gotten a tattoo in 2 years. I haven't had a tattoo. Oh my god, I haven't had a tattoo in almost 3 years. That's just sad. That's just sad. The last tattoo I got was in March of 2020, a week before everything shut down. So like, I was so lucky because that was the last session I needed on that tattoo. I spent way too much money on my tattoos. So now I'm like, I actually went into the office today to meet with the videographer, and it was really cool because the videographer, he wants to learn Premiere Pro. He knows how to do it After Effects, Adobe After Effects, Lightroom, and Illustrator, and Photoshop, but he doesn't know how to do Premiere Pro. And so I was like, dude, I actually like have a ton of experience with Premiere Pro. Like, if you hook me up, I'll hook you up. So, yeah, basically we're working something out where, because there are some employees that get free tattoos, if that makes sense. There are some employees there that get free tattoos. And basically he was like, yeah, man, if you teach me, I'll hook you up with some free ink. I was like, okay, cool. So I'm gonna do that. I won't ever get anything on my neck or my face or my hands. That's one of my rules. But I do plan on getting completely covered, to be honest. Because I have like 15 right now. But I don't want anything on my neck, my face, my hands, anything. I want to be able to wear a suit and you not tell I have a single tattoo. And then I take off the suit and I'm like literally covered head to toe. If you get the idea. Oh yeah, legend. I did some more research. The timing is not right for it based off of the current economy. Do you guys want to learn about how the U.S. economy is going to collapse? And it's not because of what you think it's going to collapse. It's going to collapse because the dollar is going to subsequently be worth nothing. And here's why. So, how do I start this? If you're familiar with fractional reserve banking, if you're familiar with the Federal Reserve is its own separate entity from government and state. The Federal Reserve prints USD, United States dollar, money. Federal Reserve prints that money. They take the printed money, they take it to our government and say, hey, we are now loaning you $2.3 trillion in USD. Here you go at a 1% interest rate. Okay, cool. So now the government has their money. The government then takes their money, and they take that money, they then send it to the banking systems. So your banks, essentially. So from there, the Federal Reserve has loaned, keyword loaned, the money to the U.S. government on interest. The U.S. government then loans that same loan of money to the banks, but at a higher interest rate. And then, it's not done. Once you've gotten to that point, well, who's loaning money from the banks? We the people are. So, we take the loan from the bank at an exuberant interest rate. And the reason for the interest rates being exuberant is simply because the Federal Reserve determines their interest rate first. It then goes to the U.S. government, then goes to the banks. Well, everybody's got to make a little bit of money, so naturally as things rise up, the trickle effect, everybody rises up. What makes things worth money, typically? The idea that somebody else wants it, right? Or scarcity. There's a limited amount of something. So, keep this into perspective. The US dollar, right now, if I said, hey, I want to buy this thing for $2, here's $2. I trust that the store is going to accept my $2 in exchange for that product. It's trust. You trust that somebody else will accept it. What if somebody doesn't accept it? Getting to it. Patience. It's going to connect. So, from there, what if it doesn't connect? Basically, sorry. Had to adjust. So, hear me out. I trust that you accept my dollar, therefore it has value, right? Well, let's just say, for example, now the stores are not accepting cash for some reason. That's a whole other thing. Let's just say, hypothetically, that gas station is not able to accept cash because that gas station isn't able to withdraw cash from their bank. I'll explain why in a moment. Basically, from there, okay. The US dollar is not backed by anything, essentially. It's backed by trust. You trust that somebody else will accept it. However, if you were to go and to the bank and try to exchange it for something that it's backed by, you wouldn't be able to exchange it for anything. Therefore, no trust, because it is not backed by something. If you did not know, the US dollar for quite some time was backed by the gold standard, meaning for X number of gold, you can exchange for X number of dollars. Very simple, very straightforward. When you get taken off of the gold standard, you're no longer backed. Your money is no longer backed by something. Right now, the US dollar is backed by trust because there's nothing actually tangible that is backing it. Now, here's the interesting part, and to why finance is going to be very difficult for people here in the next 8 months. The Federal Reserve has printed over 40% of the entire US dollar supply in the past year. Think about that for a second. The US dollar has been around for, I think it's 112 years or something like that in regards to how we handle current money. So, what I was going to from before, scarcity. Well, the US dollar is no longer backed by something that does have scarcity, gold, because there's only a finite amount of gold. There is scarcity in gold, essentially. So, we remove the gold standard, which means we remove the scarcity allocation, like 1-for-1 essentially, with the pegged US dollar. So now that you don't have that scarcity, all you have is the US dollar. And all you have is trust that somebody else accepts the US dollar. Okay, but what happens when the rest of the world sees that there is an abundance of USD? Well, suddenly, their dollar in other countries starts rising in value relative to the value of the US dollar. So, where I'm getting at with this is, with fractional reserve banking and the interest rates continuing to climb, eventually people aren't going to be able to take out loans from the bank. So, what do you do from there? Okay, well, time to go ahead and cash out. So you take your assets that you have and you go to the bank and you're trying to cash out your assets. Well, the bank can't provide you that because they don't have the cash. Yes, they've printed a lot of cash, but it is still all digital at the end of the day. The circulating cash right now, 40% of it has been produced in the entire circulation of cash, 40% of it has been produced in the past year. Therefore, scarcity, there's not much scarcity. You're printing more of it. The rest of the world's e-commerce, pretty much from there, is able to adjust their value of their dollar relative to our dollar. And because our dollar is accruing more interest and there's way more of it and there's way less scarcity, naturally, the value decreases. And that's just natural over time. So, I was going to start a company where essentially finances are directly related to it. And this is how I kind of fell into that rabbit hole. If we continue at the same rate that we are going at, people aren't going to be able to afford the basic living essentials because inflation is also directly correlated with the inflation rate that we have here in the United States towards the overall USD circulation. So the more USD that's in circulation, the more money that they have to play with. And from there, pretty much inflation makes things go up in price. People aren't able to afford eating. And then from there, people aren't able to afford their housing because the interest rates go up on there. If you're in an ARM, 5-year adjustable rate mortgage, whatever it may be, the people that signed those 4 years ago, coming up on a year here in the next couple months, they might be in a lot of trouble because of that. Now, is it a guarantee that it falls and fails? No, there's no guarantee. No. Most definitely not. However, the way that we are handling currency right now and just finances in general is very scary because the US, the government, they keep telling the Federal Reserve to print more and more and more and more. But then when people realize that really it's like, oh, well, why are you printing more? You have to ask the why behind it. In my opinion, the why behind it is that they're trying to, if anything, overcompensate for something else. What that is, I don't know. And I think that's where a lot of stuff gets issues because at that point it becomes hearsay and opinions. And again, you guys, this is my opinion based off of my own research that I've done that, in all honesty, the US dollar is probably going to crash. if we continue at the same rate as to how we're handling things. Granted, there's a huge chance that that's not the case. There is still a massive chance that that won't happen. But based off of the current trajectory and the way things are going, it's not looking good. But that's my finance lesson for today. Learn about fractional reserve banking, and you will kind of look at things a little bit differently in regards to how you handle money. There's only a few things in this world that have scarcity. That's land, limited amount of land. That's gold, and that's because there's a set circulated amount of gold in the world that can be essentially out at one time, thus scarcity. And 3, Bitcoin. And I'm not going to go into detail about it, but if at this point you still think Bitcoin's a scam, then I recommend doing research heavily on that because it's not going away. But that is another thing that has scarcity, and that's digital scarcity. So there are very few things in this world that has scarcity. Animals are scarce, but that's because we're not scarce and we make things scarce, if that makes sense. Okay. So with that being said, I just kind of wanted to talk about that just because I do enjoy finance. I legitimately do. I do enjoy finance a lot. But that being said, I don't want to kind of bore y'all to death. Yeah, basically we're screwed, Hyper. But basically, I was going to start a company. Here's the logo, actually. This is the logo. It's kind of tough to tell because of the lighting, but basically it's a G. But basically, it was going to be an ATM service. And while I do think it's possible, I don't think it'd be the smartest gamble to start a business that relies on USD when right now the loaned USD is extremely, extremely high. So I don't know. It's tough to say. But yeah, I was doing a lot of research on that. Daryl, see, that's where you're wrong, and I can actually answer that. And here's why. To that same credit, cash only has value because people say it does. It's not backed by anything. It's not backed on the gold standard. Therefore, cash is a trust system, essentially. So that's why it has value. You trust that somebody else will accept it. When the world goes to shit or something happens, Russia invades and suddenly nobody cares about cash, they care about their next meal or safe living, and nobody accepts cash anymore, the US dollar is done for. Now, to continue off of that, essentially, Bitcoin has value because it has scarcity. If you can adopt scarcity into anything, automatically it has value. Think about it for a second. Nike Dunks, Nike shoes. Only a certain amount are produced each year. Therefore, the people that buy all of them and then resell them can determine the market because of scarcity. They're determining how much are in circulation. Therefore, they know how scarce it is. Therefore, they determine the price. It's the same thing with Bitcoin. Because, he said G, Bitcoin has scarcity essentially because there's only 21 million ever. It is a mathematical algorithm that'll be completed in like 120 years. So keep that in mind. There will only be a finite amount, 21 million ever. Therefore, scarcity. There are 9 billion people on this planet. If you just own one Bitcoin, in 10 years, that one Bitcoin relative to the amount of people on this planet is going to be absurd. Like stupid absurd. Now, kind of get back into that, why I talked about that. The scarcity aspect of it. Now, Bitcoin becomes more scarce because either people lose it, it gets stolen, or people are just dumb and end up sending it to the wrong address and it's gone forever. There are risks involved with Bitcoin, most definitely. However, people don't trust it because somebody else trusts that somebody will accept it. They trust that because it has scarcity at some point in the future, more people will want it. There will be more people that want it than there are of the product that is available, if that makes sense. Demon, you're ridiculous. My man got outlived by lettuce. But yeah, no. If it's scarcity, then how come there's a billion types of Bitcoin? Like there are amounts of scam rug pulls they're in. So that's totally different. Bitcoin is its own code line. All those other billion types of Bitcoin are all knockoffs. They're all people that have come into the scene and said, hey, this is my project. This is what I'm doing with it. Invest. And then a lot of the times it ends up in a scam or a rug pull. Here's where Bitcoin is different, you guys. There's nobody at the top. Who invented Bitcoin? Nobody knows. There's nobody with a higher agenda who owns Bitcoin. So there's no rug pulls. There's no scams. I mean, unless Vaporeon owns Bitcoin, in which case, that's crazy. But no, essentially nobody knows who created Bitcoin. If you want to think about it, it could have been a higher intelligent being that literally came in here and was like, yo, these people are getting absolutely screwed by the people that are in charge. Let's give them a technology that makes it easy. Because Bitcoin isn't just money. It's a transaction system. It is a bookkeeping system. It is something that is immutable and impenetrable to the point where I send Bitcoin to Blue. Okay, cool. Blue accepts it. It gets imprinted on the blockchain. Blue now has it, and there is now a permanent receipt on the blockchain that basically says, hey, this happened. Here's your proof. And, that's where legality stuff can come in because you have the proof of signature and proof of transaction and all that stuff. But basically, from there, honestly, yeah, there's tons of different Bitcoins. Stay away from Bitcoin Cash. That is actually a fork of Bitcoin's code line that was used to essentially make transactions faster, but it is actually, they do have people at the top that make money from it. Whereas Bitcoin, there's nobody at the top taking these fees. It is a world global transaction system that needs hundreds of thousands of computers around the world working to be able to make this happen. So nobody's in charge. It is essentially a community-based project that has now been established and, honestly, worked on and made more efficient over the past decade. And then people will be like, oh, well, it's so new and not working. It's like, dog, you know that the euro was invented in 2002, right? Like, you trust a currency given to you by your government that you get taxed on heavily, but you don't trust a type of currency that literally is your own control. There's no middleman. I can send you money directly. I ain't got to go to PayPal, tell PayPal to send you my money and have a middleman take out a percentage. No, I send you the direct funds directly, and there's no middleman taking a percent or two out of it, making their little cheap money, not doing anything. At the end of the day, though, there are a lot of different ways you can look at it. For me personally, I've been holding on to my cryptocurrency for 5 years now. Now, while I will never be at a loss because I got in so early, I also recognize that it can really make or break my future on whether or not I spend it right now. I got into Bitcoin when it was like $1,300. So for me, I'm trying to just hold off as long as possible to be able to actually utilize it. But overall, I have to say, it is going to be something that will be utilized by the world. And I think people honestly just are not understanding the technology behind it. And people don't like what they don't understand. Take 10 minutes to go ahead and learn it, and you will see that the technology behind it is life-changing. Could you imagine a blockchain-based voting system? Okay, you can't if you don't know what blockchain technology is. Basically, imagine an Excel sheet where every single time a transaction occurred, that transaction is imprinted on the Excel sheet in the exact date and order and time of the transactions. And this is all over the world. So these transactions are permanently imprinted onto this receipt, a system essentially, permanently there. Imagine you create a system with blockchain technology for voting. All of a sudden, now you have people that can't go back and do fake votes. Dead people votes probably could still get through, but multiple votes of the same name wouldn't be able to get through because you already have an imprinted timestamp of, hey, this person voted. You know what I mean? Simple as that. Satoshi Nakamoto, yes, that is an alias name. That is the name he went out as in the forum group. But overall, nobody knows that's not actually a person. Essentially, it was just his alias. And then when the code was done, he left. He gave it to the people. And, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like if you're a nefarious person and you just invented the brand new technology that basically can account for all transactions ever made, you'd want a piece of that pie. You'd want a little bit of credit. And for God's sakes, the U.S. government, nobody involved in the U.S. government or any government would want that to be allowed. They want you to be on your island in their currency. Think about this for a second. I have my U.S. currency. I then fly over to France. I can't use my U.S. currency there. I have to then convert it into francs, which I'm either losing or gaining equity in that point, but that's neither here nor there. So, okay, how do we get around that? Cryptocurrency. I just send it to you directly. I don't have to trust that a bank in another country will accept it because I am my own bank. Think about that for a second. If you own cryptocurrency, you have a cold wallet, you don't have hot storage, you keep it in your own cold wallet. That means it's offline, nobody can get to it. There's no Wi-Fi connected to it, nobody can get to it. That is essentially like your own maximum security bank, if you think about it. Like, nobody can get into it, only you can get into it, and only you can send funds from it if you choose to send funds from it. There's no middleman taking a percentage of it. A percentage of Bitcoin is taken at transaction and sent over to what we call nodes. Nodes are essentially the people that are completing the transactions. You're paying a tiny percent to make sure that your transaction is completed. Basically, like, that's how people make money mining Bitcoin. Mining Bitcoin essentially is using your GPU to help complete transactions and imprint it into the blockchain. Another topic, what's your favorite Gen 9 Pokemon? Oh, I don't know. Oh, go on the government. Okay, I'm sorry, you guys. I just really love finance. I've always been passionate about finance. And for me, like, I think it's important that you understand where your money comes from and you understand what personal banking can be. I just think too many people just go through the motions, and then when they're an adult, they're just like, oh, I didn't know this. And it's just like, well, yeah, you kind of have a device of all-knowing power in your pocket, take 5 minutes to learn about it, and all of a sudden you'll realize we're kind of playing against, the house. We're playing against the house, which, yeah, you get the idea. I love these talks. Oh, Frost. Yeah, me and Frost, man, we've had some conversations. I was gonna say, I gotta see what's on the agenda for 2023. All I know is that Putin didn't get assassinated, and I thought that was gonna happen. From that prophet. Oh Lord! I mean, she called COVID. I'll give her that, but she did say Putin was gonna die in 2022. Which, to Vitaly's point, which is unfortunate that has not occurred. Her predictions failed. Well, to be fair, she did get some of them. She just got more than half of them wrong, which to me was actually very surprising. The earthquake stuff was actually accurate on the money, on the days too. She got that stuff right though, because she had the earthquake that hit off of the coast of China. She had that to the day and the location. She had that one. That was like the only one she got like right this year. You really know stuff, pop off. Thank you, Shaner Code. I appreciate that. I think at the end of the day, I think it's up to you to decide how much time and effort you want to put into actually understanding cash flow and money and finances, because at the end of the day, it took me a long time to actually like take the time to learn about it. I was in my mid-20s before I started actually taking the time to learn about finance. Which, in all honesty, I think a lot of people should take the time, because the educational system here, especially in the United States, they don't set you up for that kind of stuff. It's still a very industrialized education system where, if you don't go to college, you're a failure. And for some reason, they don't want to talk about trades or entrepreneurship, or things that can make people successful. We're still just a very industrialized mindset, unfortunately. I'm going to assume all of our bad stuff will come true. All our good ones will fail. Literally, yeah, Frost. It was like the one. Yeah, literally, though. Probably wouldn't change much. Probably not, yeah. Playing against the house is a great way to phrase it. And all political beliefs aside, don't trust that your government ever is 100. Oh, grungy is a great point. At the end of the day, they're doing what's best for them, their agenda. And that whether their agenda is putting down the little man or bringing up the little man, that's not for us to decide. Which is why I hate Democrats and Republicans to get all political on everybody. We are like, Americans are idiots, straight up. We are dumb as bricks when it comes to this stuff because people don't understand when it comes to politics. Republican, Democrat. We're literally wings of the same bird. Like, we literally need each other to fly. And then, like, for some reason, the wings want to just kill each other. And I'm just sitting here like, why do we have people in their 80s in the government, in the House Senate? If there is an age minimum, there needs to be an age maximum. A person that's deciding my future that doesn't even literally have a future in the next 10 years shouldn't be deciding my future for the next 20. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, the system that we have is not perfect. Some of the systems are better than others. Europe laughs at the United States. We are a laughingstock to Europe. Education system's a complete fail. All we care about is freaking guns and war. And they think we don't care about our educational system because we just keep letting kids die. Like, there is a whole bunch of problems right now with the United States. I love living here in the United States, but we also have to recognize when there are issues with the situation. Unfortunately, we're playing against the house. We don't get to really decide because they want us at each other's throats. They don't want us working together, flying. They want us falling because it's more incentive for them. Have you noticed that a publicly funded vaccination, I think it's Pfizer, they're trying to raise it 400% to retail. Did you catch that? A publicly funded vaccination is going up 400% in retail. Think about that for a second. We paid for that vaccine. Our taxes funded that vaccine. And now they're going to start trying to charge people thousands of dollars to get a vaccine. That is fucking nuts. At the end of the day, while I do believe capitalism has some great benefits, we also have to recognize that capitalism right now is not really working. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but at the end of the day, if something's not working, eventually it's going to break. And when it breaks, there's chaos. And when there's chaos, there's typically bloodshed. And I honestly think that we're in for a very scary year if we don't start actually fixing some things. Because at this point now, I really don't think we are fixing things. Actually, no, I think Michigan might start fixing things because from my understanding, they finally have all Democrats. So they might actually be able to do something about the water, which is really good because for some reason they didn't really want to work on water up there, even though it was literally killing people. Regardless, you guys, I really wish my audio worked for this card. Yeah, this is how I'm going to get big on YouTube. I'm just going to transition to straight up just hearsay political conversation and just start chopping it up and throwing it on TikTok. And I might get big. There we go. Oh my God, you guys would hate me so much. Everybody would be like, wow, we came here for feel goods and good times, and now we just kind of hate you. Oh, Lord. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, I missed some comments. I was going off on a tangent. I'm Peter Griffin right now. Oh God, who cares? Who cares? Sometimes you have to say controversial things to get big, apparently. You didn't know this? Come on now. All I did was either trigger or enlighten. And either way, I think that's a win. Oh, gosh. Big man George Washington begged us not to do two-party voting, and here we are. That's a good point. Yeah. You ever wonder what would have happened had the South been successful and succeeded from the North? I feel like there would have been way more violence. In today's age, of course, naturally. But still very interesting to think about how that actually happened. That is very interesting. That is very interesting. Bro, if I wasn't helped by NIH, my medicine would be $400 a month. It's a joke. Oh, bro, dang, dude. That's crazy. Why are they all so old? Oh, because they're probably reptilian people at this point, living off of young people's blood. They just confirmed a study that, so basically, we're going to fall into a little conspiracy theorist moment right here. Confirmed tests at MIT proved that old mice on their deathbed dying, when given a transfusion of baby mice rat blood, suddenly the rat gained vitality and lived twice as long and didn't die. These are studies. You can literally look this up right now. So think about that for a second. We have literally tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of kids that go missing in the United States every single year through human trafficking. Think about this for a second. The rich, they have places where they can do these crazy things at. And even if they get caught, those lists of people that go to these crazy things, nobody cares about. They don't even acknowledge it for some reason. They just won't acknowledge it. So, with that being said, with most medical testing, they tend to do on rats before people. In the public eye. Let's hypothetically say that this has been going on for a very long time. Kind of makes sense. But you guys get the idea. Basically what I'm saying is some things kind of point into a direction where you go, super rich old people really love young children. Why is this? You start asking these questions because I don't like being a conspiracy theorist, but for me, it kind of just like, okay, well, this is weird. Very weird. But you guys get the idea. I'm not gonna go too much into that, but regardless, I have a lot of opinions on things. A lot of my opinions are my opinions for that exact reasons. You know, a lot of opinions are like buttholes. Everybody has one and they stink sometimes. So, you know, you get the idea. Yo, Nightmare, good to see you, homie. Butaka for President 2024. I'd be down for that. Definitely down for that. As much as I hate Kanye West, he did actually make some very weird points that ended up, when I would look further into, they actually ended up being even weirder. And then it makes you really kind of wonder, being like, oh geez, like, he's kind of making valid points, but for some reason the media is saying he's crazy. But when you actually like look up certain things about where the money goes and where money flow is, and television programming, and what messages are being sent out from those television programming, you're just kind of sitting there like, holy crap, this is kind of weird, man. Very big weird coincidence. I don't like this. But take your pills. You've been listening to Everywhere at the End of the Time. If it makes you guys feel any better, I don't believe it's a flat earth. Is that cool? We're good? It took a dark turn. I don't want to think about this right now. Grungy, I'm sorry. Sorry, I just started feeling like I wanted to talk about some crazy stuff, to be honest. Older people are richer. Presidents need billions in fundings. Rich people equal president. I don't think the president really has that much say. I think it's the 5 families that garner 95% of the world's wealth that have that kind of control, because They control your gas. They control your oil supply. They control your entertainment supply. They control your political supply. They control everything if you think about it. So really, you are being force-fed, tube-fed ideologies that typically you probably wouldn't have thought of otherwise. And that's what you see with a lot of older people as well. You know, I mean, like the amount of old white people that just kind of hinge on everything that's said on Fox or CNN News, when you have to understand that there's a bias from both ends, and they're going to, they are entertainment. At the end of the day, nobody likes to hear this. The news channel is still entertainment. They still rely on your views and their ratings. And unfortunately, fear sells. So you're going to see fear mongering and scary things more than you're going to see positive things. You know, we don't have a whole lot of say in what we consume in our entertainment side of things. We can limit it, but we can't control it. Got to get dinner started, though? Yo, much love, Grungy. Thank you, Tyler, for the raid. I hope you have a great rest of your evening, fam. Thank you again. I appreciate you, dog, and I hope you enjoy my weird rants, because honestly, I just kind of feel like just talking about weird stuff, to be honest. I did not anticipate ever talking about politics or money or finances or Illuminati bullshit in a stream before, but here we are. This is kind of fun, honestly, because at the end of the day, like, you have to take everything I say with a grain of salt. I implore you to do your own research and make your own assumptions and your own judgments. I can kind of reiterate some things that I've studied in my time, but like at the end of the day, my opinions are my own, and don't assume what my opinion is, obviously, because based off of everything I say, I might even end up having a different personal opinion. I'm very good at recognizing and assessing situations and risk in regards to a third-party perspective and not being able to actually assert bias onto it. So for me, honestly, like, if you guys ever have questions or anything about my own opinion, I'd be happy to answer them, of course. But you also have to understand that they are my opinions. I am entitled to them. And whether or not you like them or not, you can still respect them. And you can also even have a intelligent conversation or debate. And I love that. When somebody can actually hold a conversation without just being like, no, you're wrong, or no, your points suck. It's just like, okay, well, why? Talk to me, why? Like, I'm totally down for that. There's one person in the Pokemon, well, they're not in the Pokemon community anymore, that I would love to just talk with. Not even really debate, because I think we would probably have a lot of the same thought processes, probably. But there's one guy in particular who I just think is an absolute, just, I say smartass as a compliment. As a, like, I think this dude is so freaking smart that I have a lot of respect for this guy. And that's actually Duncan Can't Die. If you guys know who he is, I think he's actually super, super intelligent, and he has a way to look at things from a third-party, non-biased perspective and then assess a judgment off of that. I think that's very difficult to have that ability, and which is why when you find somebody like that, you're like, oh, man, kind of feel that. Can we go back to talk about Pokemon? What's your favorite Pokemon, you guys? Poor CP3. Yeah, I saw that Chris Paul thing. Yeah, I saw that. What about Russell Wilson? Broncos country, let's ride! All I know is that since I live in Colorado, there's a lot of angry Broncos fans constantly, and it's just kind of funny to me. How did your stream go from updating us to you being in the last month to politics? I don't know. Truthfully, I don't know, actually. I'm enjoying it, though. I don't really... Well, backtrack. I don't enjoy talking about politics. I enjoy being able to have conversations where I have the potential to learn more. That's where I'm at. Because I could have completely have said something outrageous, and if you guys called me out on it, then I would have loved that. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be... I don't get angry if somebody doesn't like my opinion or my thought process. I take it with okay, well, let me hear yours, and okay, nice. You either changed my outlook a little bit, or you probably reaffirmed it. You know, that kind of thinking. Guys, Trey and Trump both start with TR. I'm big on respecting debate. Exactly. Like, at the end of the day, if somebody has a complete opposite spectrum political views as me, I can still be friends with that person. I find it very frustrating when somebody's like, oh, I can't be their friend because they're such and such supporter. Okay, well, then that kind of says more about you than them. Because at the end of the day, that may be their political beliefs, but you can talk to them as a person and, if anything, have a debate and figure out, okay, well, why do you feel this way? And this is why I feel this way. Can you understand that? And have an understanding between multiple parties. But honestly, yeah, it's when you get somebody that's incoherently being like, no, you're wrong. Okay, well, why am I wrong? My sources are, trust me, bro. Just trust me. You're wrong. And that bothers me because it's just like, okay, well, I legitimately, I might be wrong. That's cool with me, but let me learn. Let me figure out how to be not wrong. You know what I mean? Like that kind of thought process behind it. But no, that's why I like debates. I think having the ability to handle rhetoric in a respectable way is huge because it enlightens you from not only your perspective but from others. And in that regard, like for me, I have had a very closed off perspective for a lot of my life up until I was probably in my mid 20s. Like, you gotta understand, like, I went from having pretty brutal upbringing in regards to just, like, attention or, you know, things that you want as a kid, yada, 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 that nonsense. But, like, I don't know. How do I put this? At the end of the day, you have your own ability to form your own opinion. Whether or not you agree with somebody else's or not, you can still respect that opinion, and you can even debate it in a respectful manner. That's what I'm all about. If I give you respect, that's all I want back is respect. But if you disrespect me, I will not respect you. It's simple as that. So I'm very straightforward in that regard. I love talking with Duncan. Oh, okay, yeah, see, Legend, you know who Duncan is. Duncan, he's probably... Yeah, he keeps it real. He keeps it real, and, like, a lot of the stuff, like, if we were to have a conversation, he'd probably, like, shit on a lot of my stuff, and then I would probably try to learn more. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of how I view it, a learning opportunity. Flat Earth is the one political theory that is wrong. That's fair. I mean, I'd never been to space, so I can't, like, give you the confirmation of being like, yeah, I've seen it as a sphere, but, like, talk about, like, the ultimate, like, heist. Because, like, if you think about it, talk about the ultimate heist for a second. Religion did not want the Earth to be in space, round, whatever it may be, yada, yada, yada. They wanted you to be, we are the thing that everything else revolves around. We are the center of the universe. And if you question it, we're going to put you in jail for the rest of your life or kill you. So get to praying. But basically, that was early religion. Now, the way that a lot of political figures utilized religion and a lot of European leadership utilized religion is that, and I think it was like King Charles, like the sixth, like, and in a actual, like, written conversation, basically a quote conversation between him and an advisor, basically talks about how he's like, man, it is such a good thing that we threw religion on them, because they were pagan before, if I remember correctly. They were doing Luciferian pagan ritualistic religions, and then they transitioned into Christianity. And essentially, the king, he basically said, man, thank God we put religion on them, or they'd come up here and kill all of us. Like, that was straight up. I was just reading about it. I was just like, holy crap, man. Like, leadership be doing some crazy stuff out here. But even then, like I said, you guys, I just try to recollect things that I've personally, like, looked into or studied or I thought to be interesting. Take it with a grain of salt. At the end of the day, form your own opinion, do your own research. But I always find stuff like that to be super interesting in regards to how the way economies handle certain applicable things that can adjust their entire countries. It's very interesting. I love that type of stuff, though. I find that kind of stuff very, very interesting. But for the most part, at the end of the day, you guys, like, I like talking about it because it's interesting. It makes you think. It makes you go, huh? Even if that's only 10% possibly right, if it is, that's freaking crazy. It makes you think in a different light, in a different way. And that's what I love. I love being able to challenge just kind of the overall spectrum and, I guess, principles and initial boundaries of what you should be able to think in regards to how you process different information, and maybe information that at first just seems very lackluster and nothing notable, but ends up being huge. You know, and that's why earlier I was talking about, I was like, man, like, I don't agree with pretty much anything that Kanye says, but some of the things that he does say and points out is very interesting. And if you look further into it, it makes you go, that is interesting. But for the most part, like I said, you guys, take your own time out of your day. But regardless, I'm just having a good time talking. I know a lot of people didn't come and sign on for this, but I've just been personally enjoying myself talking. I just haven't been on stream for a while, so I was just like, I just want to talk, and I'm sorry. Maybe get enough fun little clips to throw on TikTok and trigger people. That'll be fun. While looking at experiments on ice thing, just because there's a joke in the medical field, it's like, if you can't cure cancer in a mouth, then retire. I'll talk about that too. What brings in more income? Treating somebody or curing somebody? Think about that for a second. How much more money can you get from treating cancer than you can from curing cancer? It just makes you think. That's all. Because at the end of the day, if you really look at most decisions for this country, it's based off of monetary values. Most decisions are made based off of how much of a buck you can make. And it sucks because that's the world we live in. We're willing to destroy our oceans, destroy our forests, destroy our lands, remove the animals for some fucking green paper that in 50 years probably won't even matter. And it sucks. It sucks, man, because it's like, you want to be able to do more, but like for me, like I'm fucking dirt poor. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm not Mr. Beast. I would love to be able to help out and do more, do donation streams and stuff like that. That's not within my wheelhouse. You know what I mean? Catching up with chat. Sorry. Implies it's a lot easier to do stuff in mice than us, but it is interesting why old are obsessed with kids. Oh yeah, definitely. I think my thing is with that, Frost, is that they've been doing it for so long that I find it interesting that they finally published a study on it, if that makes sense. Because for before, you'd be like, okay, well, there's no reason for these old people to take children. Now, when you have a scientifically published study that says, hey, we did this test on rats, we're trying it on humans, and we're having the same effects, kind of makes you think is all. But I agree with you. Things are easier in mice. You can't compare them A to A. You kind of have to compare them A to B, or, you know, fruit vegetable kind of thinking theory on that one. But for the most part, yeah, most tests involving product use for humans are essentially run through mice first, and then typically a larger mammal like a chimpanzee or something. It sucks, but that is quite literally how we test things, and that is simply so that way humans can figure out whether or not it's safe and whether or not they can sell it. Because if it's safe, they can sell it, and if they can sell it, they can make money. And at the end of the day, that is what people only care about, it seems, is money. So it's unfortunate, but that is kind of the world we live in. We're in a capitalistic utopia where basically money breeds future. And the future is very bleak because only people care about money. But I'll tell you this, I mean, money makes people happy, which is why people want it. You never seen somebody frown on a jet ski because they're having fun. And it costs money to do that. I'm not saying money provides happiness. I'm just saying money provides the option to provide happiness to you or others, which is big. It's called the Last Thursday Law. Oh, gosh. Science was created by a politician who leads to get milk into schools. Just a theory, of course. Okay, you got to remember this. They also said that, like, in the 90s, like, milk was, like, a superhuman thing for us, and it ended up being not good for your bones drinking that much milk, which is kind of hilarious. Science was crafted by the politicians that leads to get milk. You said Hitler was in the bag. I know. Like I said, I don't agree with anything he says. Like I said earlier, I don't agree with his especially shit like that. Which, by the way, I don't think Hitler died. I don't think he died. I think he actually escaped and they made their way to South Africa. No, not South America. That was a lips on my grammatical part. And the reason for my thinking of this is because they have entire German communities up in the mountains in Chile. It's just straight up all blonde hair, blue eyes, German speaking villages. Straight up. Like isolated. Like there's like 5 to like 10 of them. And it's just a very unique thing where you're just like, how long have these villages been here? Since 1950? Oh. And not to mention the U.S. also hired tons of German scientists from the Nazi regime that we brought over here to the United States to work for us. I don't really know if that says a lot about us, but I think it does. You get the idea. This is why drugs aren't banned. I'm leaving stream. I will be in VC for games. Oh, okay. I think that's the mod note to say shut your mouth. Fair enough, Frost. Fair enough. Oh man. Do you think if I just didn't come to the stream the Discord VC, Boot would be mad? That's a fair point, Shaner Code, yeah. Cry in a Lambo than a Toyota. I appreciate that, Frost. Thank you. I think some people don't like it. That's okay. At the end of the day, I mean, like, it's my first stream in like a month and a while. So like, you know, I'm sorry that there's not as much structure to it or not, but hey man, I'm kind of happy just to be able to talk, you know? I mean, I don't want you to feel like you guys have to leave or anything like that, but I understand. It's not a popular topic, so I totally get it. You know, I just really wanted to talk is all. You know, I guess I just didn't really know what else to talk about because I'd been kind of just by myself for the past month, just kind of self-loathing, but you know, I'm I see where it could be off-putting for people, but I don't know. I guess I just didn't want to stop talking because I don't know. You just kind of get scared. You don't know when the next time you will stream is. You know, I'm gonna try for next Thursday, but that doesn't mean I will. I mean, something might happen, which has been kind of the theme of my life for the past year. You get the idea. It's been like 3 years since I heard your last ideas. Yeah, man, I was going off on some of those things. Some of those things ended up hitting. Some of them didn't. But that's what I said, you know. A lot of them probably wouldn't, which is cool with me. I don't understand this grilled cheese politician sandwich. Yeah, if I don't agree with all of them, it's fun to hear about your perspective. Yeah, exactly. Like, at the end of the day, like, you know, I see stuff I learn about, and I'm just like, holy crap, I never would have known about that. I wish I'd had a place I could talk about it, but, you know, I mean, not everybody wants to hear you talk about it, and that's okay. I mean, really, for me, it was just, I'm just really happy to be on stream right now. I guess I got a little carried away, and that's fine, you know. I apologize if I offended anybody or anybody else close to me is not enjoying themselves with it, but, you know, I guess I just didn't want to hit the off button, you know. But, you know, I mean, it is what it is, you know. I can't force people to support what I'm talking about, or even the channel if I'm talking about stuff they don't like. I mean, that's fine. I mean, at the end of the day, like, I guess I just wanted to keep on going because I hadn't been around in a while, and you know, life's been really tough for me, so I guess I just wanted to keep talking. Yeah. My apologies. Dome, it's good to see you, Dome. I hope you've been well, bro. Diabolical things were said in the back of that Uber, bro. You ain't wrong, bro. You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. Suba, it's good to see you, broski. Alright, well, I'm about to hop over onto the Discord where people can give me shit for talking, but I'll end stream when Butaka puts a heart in the chat. That's what I'll end stream. He said I typed too fast. Oh, Lord. Alright. Alright, well, yeah, so pretty much you guys, updates. I'm not making Pokemon content videos anymore. I probably won't be uploading videos on this channel very much anymore. I will be trying to stream periodically, though. I'll try for once a week just so I can hang out with you guys. Frost. That was great, bro. Thank you for that super chat, man. You did not have to do that. I appreciate the heck out of that, though. Thank you, man. And I gotta tell you what, man. Milky's stream boss. Milky's stream boss survived the stream. Attaboy. Also, if you haven't hit that like button, I haven't said it the entire stream, but hit that like button, gang. Just consider hitting that like button. Been playing Skyrim for the last 6 hours? Nice. Heck yeah, bro. I recently got back into Elden Ring, and I finally beat the first boss. So that was pretty pog champ, you know? I was pretty happy about that. I do need to figure out how to get my alerts and things turned back on because it's not playing when people donate or play Streamloot cards, which is really sucky because I like my sound effects. Like, honestly, though, I like my sound effects. So it's kind of sucky that none of my sound effects are going to be working for some reason until I figure it out. I have no idea what I did wrong either. I've been playing Skyrim, heck yeah. Elden Ring gang, yo, heck yeah, baby. Elden Ring has been fun, man. I've been grinding it out. My girlfriend called me. I wasn't a good enough gamer to win, so I had to go out and practice and get good. And it took me a while, but like, yo, Boot! Thank you for the $2 super chat, brother. Thank you so much, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate the hell out of you. Oh, hearts. Okay, I see what you did there. Okay, let me wrap up. I'm doing the outro, and then I'm going to be over on Discord, you guys, if you want to hang out and vibe and all that stuff, or give me shit, whatever you want. I don't care. Yo, Shaner, my dude. He said it's all up from here. Yo, thank you so much, bro. You did not have to do that, man. Thank you, bro. That was awesome of you. Thank you for that. Yo, shout out to you guys. Shout out to Frost. Shout out to Boot. Shout out to Shaner. Thank you for the super chat, love. I appreciate the heck out of that, man. That's crazy. Man. Thank you guys. You guys did not have to do that. I'm very, very appreciative. Thank you, man. But yeah, I've been enjoying Elden Ring. I finally beat that first boss that's on the bridge. And it took me a while to do it, but I finally did it. And I was very happy about it. Hope you enjoy the game later on. I honestly might try to over-level myself. And I might enjoy the game more if I feel OP. But I don't know. Yeah, it's tough to tell. I don't know if Elden Ring is worth it. Honestly, man. That's fair. That's fair. I literally bought Elden Ring the day it came out, and I got so pissed off. I got to like level 12. I got pissed off and I quit, and then I resumed it when I got like super down on myself in like mid-December. And I've just been slowly playing it a little bit here and there, but yesterday I actually finally beat the first boss. I was pretty hype. Yokai Watch. Troll, welcome back, homie. I'm actually about to wrap up here in a moment. Fun stream, brother. Hope you had a good day. Nice to see you back again. Frost, it's always a pleasure to have you, broski. Honestly, man, it's so endearing and it's so refreshing every single time I come back to be able to hang out with you guys and just spend some quality time with people that legitimately have been supportive of me. And I cannot stress that enough. Thank you for being so supportive. Because in all honesty, I don't deserve the support. I don't. And you guys have still stuck by me. And it means the world to me. And I'm so appreciative. And I just want y'all to know that I'm still out here. I'm still on YouTube doing something somewhere else. But I'm going to try to stream once a week, if anything, for an hour or two. Just to say hi. Just to say hello. And, you know, keep you guys in the loop and all that stuff. Thank you, Sub. I appreciate that, homie. Much love. If you ever want to absolutely hate me, let me know. I got a game you can try, Nuzlocke. Man, I don't know when the next time I'll do a Nuzlocke is, but we'll see. Beast Baller! Dang, man, it's good to see you, brother. Honestly, though, it's great to see you guys. I am having to wrap up now, though. I'm going to go get a bite, and then I'm going to basically be hanging out in the Discord for a couple hours, playing some games, or chit-chatting, and all that stuff, gang. So, again, thank you again, just for everybody that came through and hung out. I really appreciate it. It's been a really tough go at things lately in this past year. And just the kind words, they go a long way. Obviously, the donations are extremely appreciative, so thank you, fam. But yeah, I appreciate it. You know, it's funny. It almost doesn't feel real, like what's happened, but you know, that's life for you, and you know, you gotta go through it. Yo, Demon! You took the stream boss. Thank you, Demon. You did not have to do that, fam, but I appreciate that like crazy. Thank you for the 10 pounds, man. Sounds good, Daryl. Heck yeah. I appreciate that, y'all. Y'all are awesome, man. Y'all are freaking awesome. I love y'all. Thank you for the support. And with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up, and I will catch you guys over on Discord. Thank you again. Y'all are freaking amazing. And until next time, fam, as always, stay trippy.